Hello and welcome to a very live stream. It's just me here at the moment. There we go. So it's me, Stu, doing a live watch along of WWE Clash at the Castle. Let's go in here. Banners. It's gonna be strange because obviously I'm gonna be sitting watching the show on this laptop here because I can't play in front of you. We're doing a competition tonight. It is with Top Rope Brewing. Let's bring that up here along the bottom. There we go. And we've also got a wee handy screen of them at the side, so you can see what stuff they have. It's going to be me and you for the next 3, possibly 4 hours. Happening, if you're watching this live right now, it is Clash at Castle. It's the kind of the last 10 minutes of the kickoff show, and we've got like Montez Ford doing a big frog splash on the Chad Gable. It's and they've won. I've been eating my dinner, so I haven't actually seen this match. I just kind of came in. It looks like Madcap Moss and Street Profits were working together, going against Austin Theory and Alpha Academy. So yes, it's going to be me here for the next few hours. As I said, we're doing a giveaway for from Top Rope Brewery. They'd be nice enough to give us 6 beers, and I think the only way to do that is if we do a prediction game. You know, like throughout the night, I am going to be putting things up like this for these matches, and when that time comes, if you guess if it's going to be Matt Riddle, is it going to be Seth Rollins? When you find the right one and they win their match, well, before that, post who you think is going to win in the comments. And if it's Matt Riddle that wins the match, I'll take your comment from chat, put in the wheel of names, and at the end of the evening, I'll spin the wheel. And if it comes to you and you're over the age of 18 and from the United Kingdom, you will win the 6 beers. So yeah, we'll do this throughout the night. We'll kind of post what match it is. You post your predictions, and that's it. For as many predictions that you get right, it'll add more in your favor of winning the 6 craft beers from the nice guys at Top Rope Brewery. There's a page there. I love the themed beers. We've got Stone Cold, Cream Austin, Papa Mango, American Nightmare, some fierce beers, the Exalted one. And if you're not one to win the beer, you could always buy the beer off their website. And for tonight, they have an offer. If you spend £27.50 on their store tonight and use the code Clash Castle at checkout, you will get free shipping. And I done it today myself. I ordered one of their t-shirts and 3 beers. And when I used the code Clash Castle, it knocked £7 off delivery. So it's good. It's definitely a very good deal. So right now, we're still about 5 minutes away from the main pay-per-view. Live on the WWE stream at the moment. It is just a wee montage package for Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley. It's just him, his career, just kind of like reminding you who this guy is. Like that we need to know. The dude is epic. He's had a stellar last couple years. So everyone knows who Bobby Lashley is now. So, and yes, I will be drinking beer at some point tonight. And I do have a wee doggy in his cage behind me. So he might make some noise. He might be upset. It's almost on cue. But yeah, so let's see that. I will try and do the full pay-per-view, but if this just gets unrealistic at some point, we could leave. So, but I'm very excited. This is the first UK pay-per-view in 30 years. Well, like big stadium pay-per-view. Because there's always those, what's it, Insurrection, Resurrection pay-per-views back in like the year 2000. So yeah, there was always those, but there's never one of the big marquee names. And whilst this isn't a big marquee name itself, they've established it as its own big thing. So, like Clash at the Castle, this is like an original idea. And from the scale of it, from what you see, it is huge. So, giant stadium in Cardiff, Wales. And so, yeah, it just seems to be more video packages for the next 5 minutes before the actual pay per view kicks off. I'm going to use this time to quickly promote this video. Let's see, bring it up on YouTube. And I mean, if you want to talk on the channel, feel free just to post in the comments and we'll respond because it gives me something else to do. So that's that copied. We'll get this out on our Instagram. So let that be there. That's strange. Oh, that's what's happening. Yes, you're right, Michael Guthrie. Let's have a look. A wrestling podcast, of course. There's definitely been some version. What was it called again? It was Let's Talk Wrestling. I think that was it. That was a long time ago. Like almost 10 years ago, possibly. So thank you for joining me on this ride, this wild ride of wrestling. So hide that just now. It's just a wee video package for Big Drew. Could we just get behind and just say he's going to win tonight, or is it too optimistic? You know, like surely he's the United Kingdom is his home because it's not in Scotland, it's in Wales. So we'll just have to say the whole lot is his home. He's coming home. Roman Reigns has had it for 2 years. That's like an achievement in itself. Maybe it's time to stand the belts over. Or is there going to be more? Because Karrion Kross is coming in out of the shadows with his wife. And then you have Austin Theory in his briefcase. So we're going to be very nervous in the main event. Like if Drew is good enough to defeat Roman and then is he able to get out of Cardiff, Wales with the bloody belts? Or is it just going to be chaos? Is he going to get attacked before the end of the match? Is he going to get attacked before it? Is it going to be the opening match of the card? You know something is up if they are starting the pay-per-view with like the world title match. Yeah, are you watching it live on BT Sports? Like, did you have to pay like 15 quid? So I have it on also the network on this laptop here, so you'll see me looking down quite a lot through this stream. And it's a watch along and sort of like live reaction. So it's got to be me looking at what's happening in front of me. So so let's just do that. And let's do this little Instagram post. Link. No, don't scan a URL. This is what happens when it's live. It's always going to be a bit fuddly for the first few minutes. Content. Live. Okay, so this link isn't live. That's... there's Roman Reigns showing up. There's me watching myself on a little camera. Share. That's what we're looking for. Copy the link. This is like an old man with technology. Join us for the next 3, maybe 4 hours. There we go. Right, that's that. I missed a message for Tommy Boy. What was it? The poor boy's feeling. Okay. Right, we're all good. So yes, it's going to be me tonight. We're now at the very start, the FBI warning for the pay-per-view. And yes, I have seen the Damien Priest adverts, and they're amazing. Seeing him like in the Welsh brewery or at the farm. There's a nice 2-3 minute video of all those little packages put together on the BT Sport YouTube channel, and it's funny as hell. Just brilliant. He's the right type of character where it's just like this big 7-foot dude, like clad in leather and spikes. And then there's this wee Welsh nan coming up to him saying, "Oh, I like it when they knee them in the face." It's brilliant. They've done this, like the build up to it very well. So, yep, the opening package of castles. I feel like I haven't seen the set properly, but it's going to look disappointing if they are not in a castle. Because, well, that's what we're coming to expect, isn't it? Shortly, I'm going to be also cracking open a tin of beer. Tony Singh's Indian Lager. So, I'm going to get this wee bad boy opened up soon. We've got lots of matches. And it's a good card. I'm looking forward to it. And the crowd, the UK crowd should be electric. I hope there's like those nice daft chants. What was the ones? It was, I forgot the name of the wrestler. It was like the grizzled young veterans, and one of them is something like, "If you hate this guy, take your shoe off," and it's all the crowd taking shoes off. God, it's the guy that sounds like he's fallen right out of Brookside, but someone can let me know. So, but it's got a great card. I mean, you've got like the whole Judgment Day, Edge and Mysterio. I mean, it's got to be the point where we now have to expect Dominic Mysterio to double cross his dad. I feel like it's been like a long time coming, but let's see. Pop that there. Let's get a wee bit full screen action there. And let's get back here. So, what's this? They missed a trick not holding it at Edinburgh Castle with the stand up for the tattoo. Hold about 10k, I'm sure. Possibly. I've never actually thought of it that way. It's good, but I'm not sure if you'd get enough space on the ground because obviously, yes, you get a wrestling ring, but then it's all the structures, the lighting, the production stuff. It might look cramped by then. And yes, you're right. It is Zach Gibson. If you hate Zach Gibson, take your shoes off. That's one of those excellent chants. But yeah, I believe also NXT UK is now folded, hasn't it? It's now being folded into NXT with this Worlds Collide NXT pay-per-view. I think that's tomorrow's night. And you'll have Tyler Bate against the current NXT champion. I don't follow NXT, so I think the main guy's called Braun, but I can't, or I don't know it, so I won't try. But I do like the idea of all the titles being merged. So, there we are. There's a big look at. Is that just a giant LED castle? Look at all those people. So many. Look at guys with shirts and beards. It's like as if I'm there already. That's bigger than Edinburgh Castle, we could say. But it's pretty cool. And I do like how they've embraced like this Welsh dragon, this giant. It just looks like someone from the House of Dragons now. And it looks like it's a Bianca. So what's this opening match going to be then? It's a big one. It's like a 6-person tag. Nah, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I mean, this is fair enough. Match to start off with, get the crowd hyped. You've got your Raw Women's Champion coming out, whipping her hair around, not back and forth. So, let's get this over here. Yes, thank you, Braun Breaker. That was who I was thinking of. Commentary, we've got Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Byron Saxton in their nice little raw red jackets. Oh, we've got Stu McPherson in the chat. Hello, Dirty Stu. So just a normal set with a CGI castle. I was expecting a castle entranceway. That's right. Yeah. I feel like we should always get these giant F-off stages that they come out of. Like, hell, what if a drawbridge came down as an entrance ramp? Just something like badass like that. But this almost just kind of looks like a bit of a Madison Square Garden like entrance where you've just kind of got, but it does look cool. It's WWE. They're always going to throw money in it and make it look cool. So for the rugby, I'm sure it holds about 80k. So with it on pitch and you add another ton of people, I would definitely. I mean, I guess what would Murrayfield be a decent venue for a giant wrestling event? I think everyone seemed to be in favor. Well, the people in favor for Cardiff, it was because of the convenience of where it is. I guess obviously it doesn't make sense to me because we're up here in Scotland, like it's the opposite end of the island, so it's a big inconvenience. So, but the fact if you're in London, this is probably not a long journey, so I guess that's it. We're just in the wrong part of the country, unfortunately. But this looks like it's went well. Like, that is a packed house. Oscar's out there where we fans. And yeah, like, okay, let Cardiff be the guinea pig. Now, I don't know. You've done the O2 Arena. I went saw Raw live there ages ago, like maybe 15 years ago, which is sad. But yeah, like there's got to be room in Scotland, a nice big venue. I mean, let's see where they end up doing the Eurovision. Like that's another thing they're all sweating about at the moment. Like where they're going to hold the world's biggest singing contest. So if they find a nice venue there, hell, you could easily do the wrestling there. Yes, like an old school King of the Ring, they did have some great sets. I was thinking back like to the Armageddon one, and it was all just like kind of like burnt out, broken buildings, which usually would be occasionally used as like structures for like Jeff Hardy to jump off of. Backlash was good because it had the giant metal hooks that they would occasionally try and swing at each other, which you'd think would be very dangerous, or they're just these big dumb blunt weights being swung back and forwards. Here is Bayley and her crew. I'm still not 100% sure if Bayley really is, back ready to wrestle, because it's like she's kind of slid into this manager's role. So, yeah, I mean, she's got her young hot NXT talent there with Io Sky and Dakota Kai. It's always a name I forget. So she's got them to lean on. But yeah, well, we've got our first prediction. Remember, this is how you enter our contest. The win, the craft beer team, Bliss Belair to win. As Michael Guthrie has pitched his flag in their camp. So I think it's time to pour myself a wee beer. Let's try and do it on camera, Stuart. This is a crisp Indian lager. So does this mean it tastes like tiger? Or cobra? Look at that atrocious pour. So Smells sweet. So, okay. So is this team of Bayley, Dakota, and Io being classed as damage control? So it seems. I haven't been watching enough of the weekly show to kind of learn this. So, and that's at 9 times out of 10, I pick up on the pay-per-view. And yes, as I said, I've got wee Charlie boy in here behind me. So, they're singing the Bayley song, like, "Will you be my girl?" Oh, yep. And she's lapping up. This is it. She's the heel. So she's like, everyone in Cardiff seems to be loving her right now. So now she's like, no, hate me. Don't just make me into the baby face. It's like trying to get people to stop singing Judas at AEW gigs. Like, yeah, Jericho's this heel and you're not supposed to like him, but Judas is on, oh, we've all got to sing. And even just, I think this week's Dynamite, I'd skip past the Judas because we've all heard it. So got past there, got to the match, and the crowd were still singing. This Chicago crowd were still singing the bloody song. So, wee Charlie boy's talking to me. What's wrong? Who do you want to win? All right, Charlie clearly wants Bayley to win. That's right, pal. So, yes, if you're watching this, you are in with a chance to win some craft beer from Top Rope Brewing. They're giving us 6 tins of beer to give away. Let's have a look at their shop. I mean, often one of the beers you win could be this Triple H, this 9.5% Belgian style triple beer. Like that would be impressive. And the good thing, it's not a good thing, but it's one extra nice little touch is they put match pairings to go with the beer. So you should probably consider drinking this beer whilst watching Triple H versus The Rock from Judgment Day 2000s. Oh, we've got a triple suplex. Oh, good God. That's just lots of ladies being thrown around. So my prediction, did I give a prediction? I do think it's going to be your baby faces getting the win. So yes, Asuka, Alexa, and Bianca, I imagine will win this. No, I can't say Alexa loud in my house because it just sets off every Amazon device. So remember, for the people that are watching and you want to win some beer from Top Rope Brewery, tell us what type. Well, not what type. I'm distracted. Who do you want to win this match? Is it Team Belair or is it Team Bayley? And if your team wins, I will add you into the draw for the end of the show where we will give away 6 tins of craft beer from Top Rope Brewery. So, Michael Cole's dropping facts about Io Sky's like history, saying she was in stables with Asuka back in Japan. 3 months ago, this wouldn't be a thing. There would be like Vince McMahon in his ear saying, "No, these people don't exist anywhere outside of our bubble." So it's cool that I feel that the commentary guys have more free reign. So that's not very nice. Stamping on the lassie's neck. It's and actually, I'm more in awe of this crowd. Jesus, it's huge. I think we've got. Oh wait, Darren B's in. Yes, well, between them, there's some close. It's never a lot. So that's it. I can't say too much. But yes, I do think Team Belair will win. Bayley's still really trying to get like this heel heat of being the bad manager, annoyed with everyone. But I think they're still singing that song. Just to get in their head. The mind games. Oh, wait. What's Guthrie saying? Charlie isn't the normal type of puppies you'd find on a WWE show. You wouldn't see those types of puppies at all now, I'm sure. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember that one Armageddon pay-per-view where... Is it just the cat? I can't remember. Or was it Miss Cat? I don't know. There was some silly contest and she whipped her top off and then people dived on her with towels. I'm pretty sure it was a key moment in many young teenagers' adulthood. Or people quickly coming of age thanks to wrestling. That and maybe Sable with the hand-printed bikini. I think that was Jerry the King Lawler having one of his 6 heart attacks there and then. Bayley's team seems awfully tanned. I'm thinking if they just went on the sunbeds before the show, but or just a very bad spray tan. Like I got a nice mahogany going on. So I'm just having a look. I am tickled with a beer called Papa Mango. It's just funny. No, that's not what I do. I want to zoom in. Look at Papa Mango Pale Ale. Well done. And there, this little bit in the corner here is your match pairing to go with it. Very cool. I'm trying to have a look at the crowd, and I feel like it's mostly men about my age. Seems to be taking up the majority of the crowd there. There seems to be the odd children, the wife that has been dragged along to the pay-per-view. Oh, yeah. Aye. The cat. I'm not sure about me young. Trish Stratus was on Raw 2 weeks ago, and it was purely because they were in Toronto, so they quickly wheeled out all of the Canadians for a night. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I imagine the show might also... Thumbs up, Cameron.
Okay, bye.
Cheers, bye. It's also going to be very hard to do it. Okay, no worries.
Okay, bye.
It'll be hard to do a 3-hour live stream without being interrupted by children. Part of me's like, oh, I should have been watching this pay-per-view with them. And then I realised they probably wouldn't stay any longer than the first match because there's also things like Fortnite and Minecraft. So they'll watch it and then, oh, Alexa just murdering Bayley there. And Dakota just murdering her with a dropkick. I feel like I should actually still talk about wrestling. Ugh. Is Dakota going to jump? Nope. I think she's just taunting. Okay. You've got to admire the athleticism of these young ladies. I certainly wouldn't mind being in the middle of a Royal Rumble with that lot. I believe Shayna did something similar of a Royal Rumble, where it was her in amongst 29, 30 guys. Probably shouldn't talk about that here. No. Yes, kicked out by Alexa. The crowd. It's just the 3 stories of this crowd all the way around. And I was tempted to like, as everyone is, like, if they're a big fan of wrestling, they're probably tempted to go, like, they're in the UK. When does that happen? Like, could it be another 30 years before they do this again? That would be terrible if it is. But we've all kind of had the thought, it's like, oh, maybe we should try and go to Cardiff. Like, could we drive down? Is it trains or planes? Who knows? But the tickets were, like, your nosebleed seats were going between £25 to £40. And it would be cool because just imagine the atmosphere. It would be just amazing just to be there, see the fireworks, the pyro, just to kind of see a live pay-per-view happen in front of your eyes, and you've not had to fly to like Florida to see it happen. There's not needing to be a like 12-hour flight and all this nonsense thrown into that giant expense. There's just more of just a very expensive train. That's probably about as dear as a plane nowadays. But this Indian lager from Tony Singh, it's his collaboration with Fierce Brewing or Fierce Beer, isn't that bad at all. They describe it as crisp, clean, and refreshing, and I agree. Let's see, Indian lager infused with cardamom. Okay. To be honest, when you read it for the first time, I think you just assume it said poppadom. I know that's just horribly stereotypical. So, yeah, let's see. So yes, let's see what's going on here. Well, pal. Thank you. Close the door behind you. So, yes. Children. I know, that's it. That's the thought of like maybe we should just drive down. Because people do. People have done that to get there. It's just a lot. Imagine driving there. That sounds like a long journey. I complain after driving for like 2 hours. That's more than enough for me. So, but yeah, they're giving this match a decent amount of time. Alexa Bliss is going to give the hot tag to Bianca Belair, but Bayley has hauled her away. My Echo Dot is going off in the background because I said the A word again. Let's see, is Bayley going to run her into the steps? Nope, into the crowd barrier. And Dakota Kai is, oh, Alexa doing a nice DDT. I said it again. Alexa, oh, big flying drop kick. And she done that spinning butt thing she does, which is a very strange way to describe it, but just throws her ass into into her opponent, knocking them off of the apron. So, but let's see. I mean, again, I think we've only got one entry so far for the craft beer competition. Well, one prediction. If you want to try and win 6 craft beer from Top Rope Brewing, tell us who's going to win this match. Is it going to be Team Bianca Belair or Team Bayley? Just post your prediction. If your team wins, I will add it to the prize draw. This lager is gassy. Good Lord. So, but I guess it's good to see Bayley wrestling again. She's been out on injury for a year. Is there anyone else that is watching this live with me? As in, like, are you watching the pay-per-view in your house? Let me know. Not the in your house pay-per-view, but just watching Clash of the Castle on one TV and maybe me on a phone. Because I just wonder how closely in sync I am with yous at home. So, obviously, there's just been a pin attempt with Bayley on Asuka. She's rolled out into the corner ropes. Oh, Stuart Guthrie. No, I'm combining names now. What is the strength on this Indian lager? Jesus. Yes, so Stu McPherson is wanting control to win. Damage control made up of Bayley. Dakota Kai and Io Sky. Darren says, I don't know who these people are. I'll vote the team with the blonde chick. Yeah, well, that's it. That's good. Let's go for Team Bianca. That's fine. That's it. The in favor is for Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka. So, yeah, we're leaning heavy in favor of the faces. Right, okay. BT Sport 2. Fair enough. That makes sense. Have you watched SmackDown? And who do you think picked up Corbin in the limo? I didn't. I started watching SmackDown. I think I got as far as... it was just around the time we were waiting to get dinner. I saw the Viking Raiders match with the New Day. I remember hearing Karrion Kross's intro, Drew Gulak getting beaten, and then ran out of time. Oh. And you're on the network. You're about 5-10 seconds ahead of me. At this moment, Dakota Kai just got thrown into Io Sky as a battering ram. And now Bayley's, she's using the hair. She's tying her hair up into the top turnbuckle. What is this going to happen? Oh, no. It's going to be a what do they call it? A Tower of Doom? A Tower of Death? It's a big bit of gymnastics going on. A big old superplex. Okay, that's fine. It's good because we'll just kind of see whose reactions, like how close are we in sync. That giant castle is something. I'm not sure if it's ugly. It's cool how they've now turned one of the walls into just a giant monitor. But it's crazy. It's just giant, LED screens. So, and Io Sky is about to fly. There's a picture perfect Asai moonsault. It's a shame no one was there to catch her. Oh, wait. Dakota's going to get launched. No, she's not. Right. This is a nice bonus. Like, we're getting to sit and watch a WWE pay-per-view live, and it's not 1 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. Well, what are you going to do? Are you going to throw her? Wait. Oh, she's treating it like a ladder. Just smacking everyone with it. Man, they're giving us a lot of time. This is about half an hour on the opening match. This is fair play to them. So, wait. There's a Styles clash? Nope. Going for... Yeah, okay, a powerbomb. Fair enough. And that's it. Like, you could tell Bianca Belair is a proper athlete. I remember her feud... Oh, God, I'm not sure if it was with Charlotte Flair or Becky Lynch. And they were getting her to do all these obstacle courses. And there was one where she had to carry... what is his name? He was in the team with Otis from Alpha Academy. And this is this boy just looks like a boulder with arms and legs. And to have Bianca Belair carry him on an assault course was very impressive. Oh, hair pulling. So, let's see. Whilst we're waiting to see what we're getting here, let's have a look at another beer. Let's go dark. And they've got American Nightmare, which is a stout. Oh, wait, we're going for a pin, Bayley. Oh, the heels. The heels have won. Damage Control has won the opening match, which means Stu McPherson has got an entry into the craft beer competition from Top Rope Brewery. And that's it. That is Stu got one in. So he is the only one on the wheel of names. It'll be interesting to see how many we have at the end of it. Because that's if Stu gets all his match predictions right, it's going to be looking very good for him. But if we get more people on, more people trying this, I didn't want to be too clickbaity with the the show title. I could have just said watched WWE Clash of the Castle live, then ... watch along. But I don't want to kind of invite the hate. I just want to keep it honest. This is a watch along, live reactions. There is no video feed here because I'm pretty sure the whole copyright thing will knock me off air quick as. Between matches, I may as well just promote. Visit topropebrewing.com, and if you use our code CLASHCASTLE, you will get free shipping on orders over £27.50. And I did my first order with them today. I ordered one of their shirts. Let's see. Yes, this sort of AEW Adam Cole shirt. Top Rope Baby. So I went for that, along with a Papa Mango, and I forgot what the other. I ordered 3 beers and a t-shirt, and I'm very much looking forward to trying them. So, and yeah, I just want to see if the code worked, and it does. I want to support these guys since they've chosen to support us tonight. So let's get that one on a wee video package for Cody Rhodes. I know, David. Better luck on the next match if you stick around for it. Yes, Control wins. Is that a botched finish? I've missed like 6 comments just by looking at that webpage. I could just be distracted just having a look at all these things here. And I never noticed the botch. I did see Bayley going for a full pin, but it's strange just sitting here talking to myself. I mean, I have the StreamYard link. If anyone wants to join me on this channel, I could send you the direct link, and depending on what device you use, I think it works on phones and computers. You could join me in this little virtual room. We could kind of talk, kind of face to face. You know, like this is as close as it got with the pandemic. Anyway, this was face to face. But what is Michael saying? I've lost my cursors between 2 windows. Here we go. Good to see Cody back. He has become a star in AEW. And I mean, how epic was that Hell in a Cell where he was wrestling with a torn pec? It just, it's disgusting. The crowd went silent when he took his jacket off in that match. And it's like, you should not be doing this. And it was crazy. The guy won everyone's respect doing that. But now he has to easily take 6 months off. Like, this guy more or less now needs to come back and win the Royal Rumble. So it is good that he was around as Cody Rhodes, the guy with the mustache, Stardust, and then eventually sizzled out, went to AEW, became a legit star on the Indies and AEW, and now he's come back as a main eventer. There's no better time. Let's see. Not wrestling related, but we bought a case of Oktoberfest beers. I got delivered today. Very good. It feels like it would be wrong to drink them in September. True, but I have seen several YouTube channels unboxing Oktoberfest beers and also reviewing their Oktoberfest beers. So you're not the only one that is ready to just get in a month early. So, Drew McIntyre shaking hands with Tyson Fury in a big old jacket with pictures of him on it. That's something else. Oh, there he is, the Gypsy King himself, sitting in the front row. Yep, there he is. See, that also kicked off the rumors that Braun Strowman was returning to WWE. Obviously, he left to go and control the narrative in his own company, but I don't think that pans out. So they're saying supposedly he is going to be at Raw on Monday, which could be interesting. Let's see. Guthrie want a link? I will send that to you on. Let's see. Facebook, buddy. Fuck, how do I do that again? I swore. I was going to invite. There we go. Copy that to the clipboard. Throw that into Messenger. All right, there you go. I've sent you a link if you want to join us. Me and my screen. Wait, the screen's over here. That guy. So yeah, because I wanted to have a screen there because I didn't want it just to be like just me. So I wanted to keep it on a wee cheeky screen share. Oh, that's the wrong proportion. That's worse. There we go. So, what they're doing for is this a wee round of applause for Davey Boy Smith? Oh, Bret Hart. You're on telly, Bret. Look at the camera. Here we go. That's it. Oh, that NWO guy behind him's a bit creepy. That's cool. It's nice that they went and sent him out. What we got? That chest of Cody's at Hell was bad, but doing that match will definitely keep him in the top tier. Yes, it is. And oh, look at the match that we're coming into now. It is Fight Night, Michael. The Intercontinental Championship match with Gunther versus Sheamus and his wee Peaky Blinder pals, Butch and Ridge. Is Ridge a name? So yeah, get your predictions in now. Who is coming up? Oh, Bret is definitely Mount Rushmore material. The dude is an icon in wrestling for our generation. That Iron Man match he did with Shawn Michaels. Oh, was Shawn Michaels, wasn't it? Was amazing, where they accidentally like super kicked like the timekeeper. Just amazing. So yeah, Butch, Ridge Holloway, and big old Sheamus versus Gunther. Don't know what's wrong with Walter, but we got Gunther. So give me your match predictions. Who's going to win this one? Is it going to be Sheamus with a new Intercontinental Champion? They stated that he's not held this belt before, which sounds odd. Or is it going to be retained by the big old choppy man that is Gunther? Oh, there's that other guy. I've forgotten his name. It is Ludwig Kaiser. I feel like they must have just some sort of name generator that they use at the WWE. Oh, I've got some minor streaming issues. Okay, we're back. We're some slight buffering. Stu McPherson is going for Gunther for the win. Oh wait, there's a what's that? That's some dude beside Ludwig I'm not familiar with. Was it his old tag team partner for Imperium? What are they going for? Yep. Oh, the guys in the background need to fuck off. That's just like the most British thing, guy in a wanker sign behind him. This is like Roddy Piper. Where's the Hitler guy is actually Canadian. I believe Gunther is actually Austrian, and I think that's what he kind of played into in his character. So I don't think it's a stretch with him. So, but yes, the ring general. He was always called Walter. When he got called to the main roster, they just changed his name to Gunther. I'm not sure if his gimmick was to serve coffee in Friends, but this is the character that he's been given. But the dude has dropped a lot of weight and delivers a mean chop. So it's going to be a close call. I'm not sure who will win. I feel like by default Gunther wins because he was the NXT UK World Champion for felt like 2 years. So this is why people like Stu McPherson and Michael Guthrie are putting their flags into the Gunther camp. They're reuniting. It makes sense. Like, this has got like a 6-man tag action written all over it for future SmackDowns. But is anyone thinking, like, will Sheamus steal this? Look at Butch / Pete Dunne, who is wee top knot, is raging. So let them have their scrap. I guess they've not rung the bell. This has got nothing to do with the guys in the ring. Cheerio, Butch. Reg. Yeah, that's him. Okay, right, now we can have a match. That's all the stooges out of the way. Former UK champ, make him one of our own. Apparently the name WWE gave Walter was Gunther, some German name. They had shortened it because it was the same as an SS General. Yes, I remember reading that. It was something like Gunther Stark. And then the Stark name and German history was not pretty when it was Googled. So, yep, and they just did what they like to do in WWE, just stick you to one name. Everyone's a share. Like Riddle and Theory. Hopefully, I've seen things on Reddit this week that people are supposedly getting their first names back because Austin Theory sounds 10 times better than having a wrestler called Theory. And the same with Matt Riddle. Rather than just calling a wrestler Riddle. It's fine if you're doing commentary. You want to be quick. You want to kind of get around, keep up to date with what's happening in the ring. But just call him Matt Riddle. Just, these are people. Stop making them sound like Batman villains. Oh, that was a big kick to the chops. I like how Sheamus checked his nose, because what's it, the amount of times he's had his nose broken? Wasn't there one year it was like Matt Riddle and Sheamus done a big boot as Riddle was doing a flip off of the ropes and he just booted him in the face and absolutely just made an absolute mess. Let's see. I think there are people joining us now. Let's have a look. Adding to the stream. It's Michael Guthrie.
Hello.
What are you thinking of the pay-per-view so far?
It's interesting. It's some size. I've been to Cardiff for the rugby. Mm-hmm. This is it looks like twice the size. We're having the field covered with folk as well.
Yeah, it is. It just looks huge.
You're probably thinking what best part of 85,000-90,000 folk there.
Possibly, and that's it. WWE will like to do their thing and announce how many people they've squeezed into this building.
Yeah.
Whether it matches the fire regulations or not, we'll make it as high as we can go.
It's almost like a Harry Styles concert.
Oh, well, that's it. I mean, look at all these people. They're currently getting their sugar watermelon highs right now, watching these two meaty men throw themselves around.
It's how red they're getting with the chops.
Yes, well, that's it. Sheamus is a vampire. He's had like that one scar on his shoulder for weeks now. It's like the boy's not healing. He's just got all these red scars from table matches and kendo sticks.
He popped up on my Facebook earlier on today, and it was I can't remember the guy's Dr. Hugh something or other. Does all sort of the shoulder popping, back popping, and
yeah, I've seen that where like we hammer and chisel on people's backs.
But it was him, Bobby Lashley, and I can't remember there's somebody else that were all getting them for coming over to the UK, and it's like this chisel getting up right up the arsehole sort of thing. And he's
I've seen. There's definitely a clickbait headline about Bobby Lashley getting hammered up the arse. And then, of course, everyone clicks on the link because why don't you? And then it's a chiropractor as we hammer and chisel.
On the mighty one.
Yes. So.
No, I'm trying to think, was Gunther, it was Walter, he was at the ICW when we went and saw them at the Hydro. I'm trying to think if he was at the Hydro or he was at one of the ones.
Maybe. I can't remember. That I always remember because there was the years that we had Ricochet, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
I can't remind if Walter was there or not.
So I'm trying to think, there was one of the years it was the British, what do they call themselves? It was Mustache Mountain, but when they were British Strong Style.
Yeah.
They came because I'm trying to think, was Pete Dunne champion at that point, and he was defending it, and then the other two were tag champions, and Trent was fighting Wolfgang for the ICW belt. I said it.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
But like, how lean is like Gunther?
Oh, hi.
Like for years, he always kind of looked like this big stocky lad because he had the height for it. But now that he's leaned out, it's like this guy just like has main event material written. Oh, slams on the steps.
I think
Like you don't need a chiropractor after that. That has your back sorted.
BT seems to be a couple of minutes ahead with what's.
That's it. That's it. I've still got Sheamus sitting holding his back on the outside, questioning his life decisions.
Oh, it's literally just a slap off at the moment between them.
Okay. And that's what happens. Like I shoved on the WWE Network like an hour before the pay-per-view because I thought if I try and join as the show starts, I'm going to get caught with everyone else and I'm going to get a delay. But I'm going to try and refresh this because I'll make it worse. It's like trying to get tickets on Ticketmaster. It's like, if I just refresh, will I be at the front of the queue? No, you're at the back. So Darren's going for Sheamus. That's good. We've got one each. Anyone else remember when WWE named a female faction Submission Sorority and they had to change it because it was a porn company? I don't remember that actually. I wouldn't be surprised if that was like an Impact thing, but they probably would have ran with it.
Was it a sort of follow-on from the Riot Squad when they all sort of went their own ways? And
possibly. In my head, I was thinking, the other one where they're, the right to censor. When they're all in the white shirts.
Godfather and...
yes, when he became the Good Father.
Good Father. Stevie Richards.
Ivory?
Butch Buchanan or something like that, the big bald guy.
Bill Buchanan. Yeah.
Bill Buchanan, that was it.
Aye. And it was always like their entry music was like just giant sirens. It's like the fire alarms going off in a building.
But CM Punk sort of brought it back for a while, didn't he?
Oh, a Straight Edge Society or something.
They were pretty much the
and he was shaving heads. It was almost like a religious cult.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Sheamus. He's kind of lost the chop off and he's just taken a boot to the face.
Oh, yeah. Good couple of minutes behind then.
Aye. It happens. I won't dare touch it just in case.
Oh.
Because you're on BT Sport, you said?
I've got a stream via next watching. He was like, here's the password. I was like, jackpot.
Nice.
I gave Apple Music, he's gave me BT Sport.
That's how it goes. We scratch each other's backs. It was a group that Charlotte and Sasha was in. Now, are you surprised that Sasha hasn't came back to the WWE since Triple H has became head of creative? Because it sounded like they were coming back the next night, and then they've done the whole tag tournament, and they've never been in since. Obviously, you had your tag champions crowned on Monday, and this was, you thought, the perfect time for the original champions to show up saying, we never dropped our belts. But no one's showing up.
I don't know. I saw something the other day. It was on, I don't know if it was like Wrestle Talk or one of them, and it was something to do with she returned, but she was sloppy. So I don't know if she's been at the development centre sort of trying to get reps in, but just time off is maybe...
Oh, a back job. That's not nice. You can't defend yourself.
They'll have a wee zoom in on Sheamus's chest in a minute, and it's a bit...
It does look like a chopping board. It's just all the...
Oh! Walter just gave him one right to the throat, or Gunther, or...
Yeah. Did you watch Raw this week?
No, I just sort of skipped through the highlights at the moment.
Yeah, there was one point where someone in the front row held a sign, and there was something to do with bring back Naomi, not Butcher Banks. And in the next shot, they cut to the commentary desk, and all you saw was like security jumping over the barricade and getting the sign off of the guy. It's like just absolute being a total knob, and it was just how swift you'd seen security leap the barricade, wrestle the sign out of the dude's hand, and cut back to live action. It was, I believe it was like if you see the promo with Asuka, Bianca, and Alexa, all doing their little pep talk it's there when the sign gets torn out of the guy's hand. But what was that I'm saying anyway? Turns out Sheamus is genuinely Irish. Yep. Although his name is Stephen. Does that lose favour? If it's because remember Sheamus's original name before, like, because he had surnames as well. I think he was described as Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, like Irish McIrish.
I thought we were just going to call him Kofi Kingston and just change accent 6 years down the line.
Yeah, well, that's it. It could be one of the things like Gunther chopped me so hard, I lost my Irish accent. I almost slipped into like a Sean Connery there.
I was going to say, he just went from sort of Irish to sort of Scottish, or
aye. Well, that's what the like. Imagine the Americans having to get up and watch this. Like they're probably having their breakfast, seeing all this shit.
I suppose it's a bit like Lana with her Russian accent.
She was Russian, yeah.
What, 9 years? Then all of a sudden it's like Rusev goes, and then it's like she's now American.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite disappointing. And I'm trying. Who's the other one? Apollo Crews, is it? No.
Oh yeah, he became this Nigerian
or Ugandan warrior, or
yeah. It almost felt like they were going a huge step back with, progression of characters. And like, I've wrestled for 3-4 years on television as Apollo Crews. I am now back with an accent. And like that's almost damaging your credibility. And now he's back on NXT, I believe. And I don't think he's got like the Commander Colonel gimmick anymore.
I'm trying to think, because he had sort of the security guard, the big boy.
Yeah, and with dreadlocks.
I'm trying to think where he is. Did Tino ended up in the underground, or when they were doing all the sort of...
yeah, Shane McMahon's underground third hour of Raw nonsense. I've now got Sheamus just doing the big barrel chops to Gunther on the ropes.
Oh, this is where he's just done them over the barricade. Sheamus standing in the crowd and just pulling them back over and clubbing them, while the crowd sort of cheering and semi-joining in the background.
Yeah. Crowd are loving it.
Oh, it's... I'm guessing a rugby field must be quite a bit bigger than the American football fields, and because you sort of think, what's ringside, even at like WrestleMania and stuff, round the ring doesn't look particularly big, if that makes sense. Yeah. It seems to be like stand, a small section of crowd, ring. Well, this year seems to be going on for miles when you're looking at the length of the ramp and every angle round this. It
was a big ramp, yeah.
I'm trying there was a WrestleMania a few years ago, and it was like the minute and a half it took them to walk down the entrance ramp from. I'm trying to think, was that Orlando? And they had
the first time they done the pirate theme, and they had a long ramp, and there's torrential rain, and they delayed the start of the pay-per-view. And look at that one. There was like one guy in the crowd going, "Yes!" But I think it was Lana about slipped coming down the ramp because of just this torrential rain. Like they're all supposed to have these pillars of flames, but the rain had put them out.
Oh, they're standing and just exchanging blows in the middle of the ring, and I'm pretty sure Shayna's just gave him a dick chop there. It was just like one of these, anything, just chucking forearms, both of them back and forward, and he just some sort of like semi-flick. And,
Was it the red suits? Yeah, Byron and Corey Graves are both sporting very shiny red jackets, aren't they? It looks like matching pimp suits, possibly. Could you see them going out into the streets of Cardiff and cleaning up, getting their money?
I'd love to see them in big daffodil hats and being sort of the whole stereotypical.
Aye. Like Godfather's just waiting for him. He's in the car watching the pay-per-view.
I'm loving that it's the constant crowd reaction shots.
I know, because that's it. Look, these people are genuinely excited. Like, they've just...
This keeps showing us
Sheamus just need him in the face. Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's good to see they're actually getting time.
Yeah, that's it.
We need to squeeze 15 matches into 3 hours, and then you end up with having 2 or 3 matches that are just sacrificed to the 4 minute. what was it? Sheamus, Daniel Bryan. It was this.
that one pay-per-view where, if you nipped away for a pee, then you missed it.
Was it Daniel Bryan came out, bro kick, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, pretty much. That's where who knows like how much faith they had in him then. It's like you're just gonna lose your title in a single kick. Oh. But yeah, you're right. They are getting a decent amount of time to do this because I'm at the point now where Gunther's elbowing his way out. He's putting Sheamus into a sleeper hold.
It's possible just because we have a Brit in the match.
Yeah, I feel like that could be the thing. Like if Sheamus wins this, does this lessen the chance of Drew winning his?
Drew's never winning his.
Yeah, you got to have that wee bit of hope.
Well,
like
no, I do. You have to have the hope. You want him to win it.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
But
just
I mean,
that aerial shot of the crowd, and it's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
This is like from the top of the from in the
was it white noise. He's just delivered white noise on my one. But
yeah,
the people in the front row are excited.
But no,
obviously paid daft money.
You hope that Drew wins because, well, as you're saying, Roman's had the run of his life.
2 years, exactly.
The run of his life, and you think Drew obviously won at Mania with no crowd, carried it for best part of a year.
Yeah.
COVID and done a great job, but to then win it now, because I'm trying to think what will it be, a third world title? Because they drop it to Bobby, win it back, drop it again, something like that.
Yeah, aye.
They had their wee sort of back and forth. But no, it would be good for him to get the reaction in front of a crowd like this. It'll be explosive.
Yeah, exactly. Like the stadium will blow up.
Ready to go. Real life dragons, Game of Thrones shit. Everything's getting chucked.
Yeah, I've already seen if Drew loses, we riot signs.
Like I'm loving this. That they're sort of doing a camera shot of it's like looking up, and they've got like a fake castle above the ring.
Yeah, it's obviously just giant screens. Like the ones that they have on the ringside and on the aprons on not house shows, but the normal TV shows.
A big dragon flying, breathing fire, doing loops around the ring, which just looks brilliant.
My Google Chrome's crashed. This is what I need. Okay. It's WWE Network Live and it's showing the word world. Oh wait, it's buffering now. It's thinking, yes, play live, please.
Oh.
Okay, I've got Gunther sitting stamping on the back of Sheamus. He's going through the ropes.
Top rope at the moment. Sheamus has put him up there and he's just Gunther slapped just the shit out of him.
Alright, aye. So there is definitely a delay. I guess with you having it on BT Sport, it's...
But you also have to think...
live as.
I was going to say, like, before BT... Not BT, it was Sky... WWE weren't allowed any access to anything like the Raws and SmackDowns in the UK for streaming.
Yeah.
So I think they've got a better partnership with BT now because they seem to be streaming everything together. And
aye, and that's it. They have been doing really good. It's even just like the social media side of it too.
Yeah. It was the Damien Priest. Like I turned on earlier on. I was watching the football, and it was just like advert after advert, and it was like the first one was he was going out lambing and he's chasing all the sheep around the field, and it's just him and he's like big leather whatever gimp suit,
trench coat,
screaming at the top of his throat, "This is Judgment Day," or whatever it is. Standing up off like the sheep fence, and be like, I was waiting for like an elbow drop onto a lamb or something like that. Or
Gunther kicked out. When did he kick out for you?
About maybe 10 seconds ago. Is that for the top rope?
Like the big cross, the crucifix bomb.
They're only about 10 seconds. They're both just getting to their feet from that. They're out. Oh!
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Celtic cross. I apologise.
What the fuck happened there? Sheamus went to do a brogue kick and just like pulled a hammy by the looks of it.
Stu McPherson's saying Drew said on SmackDown that he will be the next Universal Champion. He didn't say undisputed, which makes me think he may win, but Roman Reigns may keep a title. I've got the theory, being the key word, that what if...
Oh, that's it.
Like, oh, yeah, I've seen the hammy now, and that was a sore powerbomb. That was like tailbone first.
I'm going to say that's possibly legit because it's just sort of finished after that.
Nah, I think this is it. Like, it's a Gunther retaining now, definitely.
Oh yeah, it's just that's it.
We're not here. We're not there yet. Up here in Meffle Hill, but that clothesline though.
Yep.
Or lariat. Okay, so all the people that voted for Gunther are into the draw. Let me scroll back in my comments.
Yay.
Let's see. Match over control wins. Gunther for the win. Right, that's another one in for Stu McPherson. One in for yourself.
Better not have Mags and your dad coming in this time.
No, it's wrestling, so they're definitely not showing up this time. So right, that's 3 entries for the prize draw of 6 craft beers from the people over at Top Rope Brewing. So the fine makers of the Stone Cold Cream Austin.
What a name.
Yes. So between that and what was the other one? They had I think there's 2 variations of that.
I hope they've got the Rock's bottom in there somewhere as well.
I don't think they have that currently, but let's see. Stone Cold Cream Austin Pineapple Ice Cream Pale Ale.
Nice.
And that one's paired with Stone Cold versus The Rock at Backlash in 1999. Yes, this is the one I wanted to talk about. Booker T. A peach iced tea pale ale. And it's got the little T tag at the side that says, "Can you brew that, sucker?" Very well played. And that one is paired with Booker T versus Bret Hart at WCW Bash of the Beach, 1998.
They're doing a great job with the sort of the can art and the sort of the photographs to display them. I'm liking this backgrounds behind them with it. You're saying like the tea labels and stuff.
Yeah, and that's it. This is like the Clash of the Castle gift pack that they've been doing. That costs, I think, £27 for 4 tins and a tumbler. And that is enough to get you the free shipping. Say that again?
Is this a relatively new company then?
I don't think so. I think it was just... I've only just recently been made aware of them. And it was just through on Instagram. One of the people that were on my feed had shared a picture of them. They must have been at like a brewing festival, but it just seems to be they've got the Exalted One Black IPA, and so I mean, if we'll have a look at their Instagram and do what I normally do, you just scroll back as far as you can till the pictures stop, and then see when they posted it, and then assume they've been around for that long.
It would be great if they could have some of the wrestlers like drinking their beers.
They did have Eric Rowan in a picture recently.
Oh, nice.
And then it was like pictures of the D'Lo Brown and Scotty 2 Hotty. So I think when these wrestlers come over to kind of do the independent circuits and promoting, like they're able to pull them into their tap room.
Because Eric Rowan, I'm sure he's up BCW in Kilmarnock pretty soon. I'm going to say VBT Gun, possibly. I noticed they were promoting them recently. They've done quite a good video package for it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Right. I'm getting tired of scrolling, but this last one went back to June 2020, so they've been around for a few years. But no, they were nice enough to let us get a wee competition going and giving away 6 of their beers. So I can't argue with that. I did order a few beers and that Adam Cole t-shirt today because how can you not? I think I ordered the big rig, the exalted one, in Papa Mango. So,
well, I did find, as I was saying, I texted you earlier on, I found the Broken Skulls. There's a company in, I'm going to say it was Holland, that seemed to do them, but it's the £27 to ship to this country.
Yeah.
But I think it's you can have like up to 20 cans in your box. Doesn't matter how many drinks you want. But they were only some £4 or about £4.50 a tin, which isn't bad. And they seem to have infinite supply because I was like, oh, well, I'll put 20 umpteen tins. Normally, you think you're lucky to get one.
Yeah.
But they had the lager. Well, was it a lager, the other one? The IPA, and I'm sure it is. It's like a lager or a. Ever saying lager feels very Scottish.
Yeah, it's just beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
But aye. So yeah, that's it. I started to have a wee bit left of my Indian lager.
So is that Tennant's mixed with poppadoms mixed with chutney?
Infused. There's no stereotyping in this. Indian lager infused with cardamom. I can't pronounce that. 4th generation Scottish Sikh, born and raised. Tony Singh. Edinburgh is one of the UK's best beloved celebrity chefs.
Is Tony Singh the one that's does all the TikToks and it's with Iron Brews?
I don't know. I'm not on TikTok.
One of the celebrity chefs, and he's like addicted to like Iron Brew. Right. I've seen these things. Oh, they're hilarious.
Oh, you've gone dark. That women's championship. I'll pop you into the side chat there now, Guthrie, until you can figure out your situation. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler next. What have we got in the comments? I'm not good at guessing the winners. I'll go for Hulk Hogan to win the next one. Well, good luck to you. I'm the same. Whenever I put like money down on wrestling with like Sky Bets, it's almost as if I then curse that wrestler to lose. So, yeah, I know the feeling. What we're saying, that was some match. Can't believe Vince wanted to get rid of Gunther because he didn't think he was good enough. See, that's it. That's it. If he's, I just feel like Vince McMahon was set in his ways. He's in his 70s. He has his idea of what talent is and his stereotype of big, muscly wrestlers, and did not believe in your smaller guys. But I mean, that's it. It's now been a change in regime. So, yeah. No worries, mate. Take your time. Actually, whilst all this is going on, I had a little video to play. No, I did lose that video. Let's see if I could add that again. More or less, I have a video for my pee break, so you aren't left looking at a blank screen. I'll let that upload. I could hold it in. So, it's not, I keep wanting to say Alexa Bliss, but just because they kind of look similar. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. Who is going to win this match? Let's bring up the banner. So, and you feel like it should all just be in favor of Shayna Baszler because she's this absolute beast. Look at her, she's deadly, and Liv Morgan's just playing the underdog. So if we look at this from the matches I'm aware of, we still have the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre title match, Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Judgment Day. So, yep, I think let's have a wee look, bringing Guthrie back in.
Hello.
Here we go. Hello.
No idea what happened there. It
happens with this program. People will drop out occasionally. So, but yeah, Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler. Who are you going for?
Liv to retain. I don't see any value in Shayna Baszler, really. I think she's ex-UFC. They seem to have...
something like that. She seemed to be in that stable of women that Ronda Rousey brought in.
Yeah. Unless she wins and then have her versus Ronda, because is Ronda no due back or is back?
She's been back, but keeps getting suspended and strange things like that.
I'm sure I read it on SmackDown.
She had Adam Pearce in like an armbar or something after being brought back to the show.
Was that this week?
I think he called her the biggest bitch in the world. Stu McPherson thinks Liv Morgan to win, but with a fluke roll up, something like that. Yeah, I could totally see that. It's strange. It's like they're not giving her I don't know, legitimacy. Like she's always winning by chance. Sort of like just in that last match where who could have won between Gunther and Sheamus, and one of them had to get an injury in order to lose clean. So, but let me just check that. Okay. So whilst they're all coming to the ring and Guthrie is dropped out again, I am quickly going for a pee break, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So Shayna Baszler is putting Liv Morgan into arm bars and she's getting out of it. Oh, she's got a pretty smile. All right, Darren, that's good enough reason for me. So, I was going to say, I can't hear what's going on with the wrestling. It's because I have a second set of headphones to put in. There we go. There we are. So, let's bring up something more interesting than just me. That's fine. We are on. Yes, the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler. Post your predictions in the chat if you want to be in with the chance of winning some beer tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now drinking a Maris Otter table beer from Futtle. It's a nice low percentage table beer. It's not bad. A little bit more flavoursome than the Indian lager, but yeah. So more about the wrestling. It's strange that we don't give Liv Morgan the legitimacy. Like, well, she seems to be a fairly capable wrestler, but she always just seems to be like the constant underdog, like one of the weaker wrestlers. It's hard to see her as a champion type of deal. So, and whereas like Shayna Baszler's just a killer. So, like, I can't imagine, like, when you do like a fantasy book and saying, right, these two are fighting, and then it's definite that Shayna Baszler would win. Oh, the little puppy wants out. Give me a second. What's up, Charlie? Look what's happening. Charlie, there you go. Wee puppy dog. Let's sit here and watch wrestling because no one else wants to watch the wrestling with me. Get the headphones right. I'll hold you up. Look, this is Charlie Boy on the internet. Okay, pal. Yep. So look, that's Shayna Baszler. Okay, you're not interested. I get that. When you're just wanting out your cage. I don't blame you. Spend Saturday night in a cage, unless it's a steel cage. So I feel like Shayna Baszler should get it, but yeah, I admit Liv Morgan will probably retain. And it's always that thing where do you want the wrestlers to get like lose titles overseas? Does it feel like they could only win or lose titles over in the States and then have your British wrestlers win the belts? I feel like there's a totally occasion for people like Drew McIntyre to win big, but it's just unimaginable seeing if Roman Reigns will lose a match. They're saying that it's been 2 years that he's held the titles, and it's just been like a stupid amount of time since he's lost the match as well. Oh, you okay, Pooch? Yep, sorry, Dad had a kebab. Okay, right, you want to go for a wee run? We look about. Nope. Maybe we should have a toilet break for the dog. So, yeah, I don't see this match going on as long as the others, I'd imagine. But, yeah, but I do feel like it's going to be like a cheeky roll-up. And then Shayna's out. Look at that punt. Good chance. Nope. Charlie boy. A decent drop kick. So, I mean, after this, you have... How many more matches we had left? Because on the ones I'm aware of, you've got Matt Riddle, Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Judgment Day, and then their Universal title match. So that means there's just 3 more matches after this, I feel like. we're at 7:20. If this finishes for 9 o'clock, is this how much we're going for? So, yep. Morgan's hulking out. But I am digging the gear that Shayna Baszler's wearing. It looks really cool. Almost kind of has like a Wolverine, but it's sort of like a Marines kind of style to it. We all know she's is it not the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Spades? So yeah, it does. I think it would be because 3 hours. I know when it's like things like Mania, it always ends up being 5 hours, maybe 7 hours, and it just becomes overwhelming at that point. But I don't know, a 3-hour UK show wouldn't be terrible to watch, but maybe the people that are watching it might feel shortchanged. Nope. Liv kicking out at 2. Shayna losing the rag. Well, losing her temper, sorry. So, but yeah, I mean, will this finish with Ronda Rousey appearing and causing some sort of kerfuffle that it could either cost Shayna Baszler the title opportunity, or will it be? I don't know what she's doing. Like, she's standing on her fingers. I'm kind of enthralled. Like, she always does these things where she manipulates the arms, and it's just makes me feel ill. Just the thought of their arms being bent and twisted. Oh, she's going for it. She's a scrappy wee. Now, I cannot see Shayna Baszler tapping out. That's just one of these things that won't happen. Oh, she rolled up into a pin there, and I thought that would be a good way to lose. Yep, 3 hour pay-per-view seems short. Stu thinks it could be 4 hours, so we could be here to 10 o'clock doing this. Who knows? Liv seems to be wearing a trailer trash wedding dress. I'm not complaining. Now that you said it, it definitely looks like one. So, that big knee. It's too obvious that when Liv gets knocked down because her eyes look right at the referee, just counting the hands. And of course, you don't want to botch the finish, but you feel like as soon as you see those eyes staring at the referee, you know there's a kick out. How does this fit with America's timings? I guess they'll strip out. It'll just be live on Peacock right now, I'd imagine. There'll be a whole bunch of Yanks watching it, having their lunch. Charlie's having a wee daft moment. So, live on the network starting at 10 a.m. So, but that's it. That's a nice change where she's just slipped between her legs and she's using her arm to batter her head into the top ring post. Not ring post, turnbuckle. Liv Morgan's makeup always makes me think she's like some sort of crying jester. Big power bomb. No, still 2. Oh, and now that's it. She's in a big sleeper hold. So I'm like, what is this dog doing? He better be behaving. But the only thing I'm tired of when seeing Liv Morgan is that constant sad, like, look of desperation. Like, I feel like her character has no confidence, or she's constantly in pain. Like, she's needing to really, like, just, I don't know, Show the confidence. Wait. Oh, that could have been a nice way there. I was waiting for the pin. Oh, was that a code breaker? It needs to do a better one. Okay, is this it? Ah, they're giving it. Yeah, okay. Liv Morgan's getting it with that roll up DDT thing. What a finish, Guthrie says. So, yes, Darren is finally celebrating. Let's see, let's get all these guys added to it. Liv Morgan to win. Yep, I think everyone for Liv. So that was Stu McPherson and Darren. That is used added. All right, Charlie. So, where are we going next? Who will this be? Like Edge and Mysterio? Charlie. I'm gonna have to deal with this dog. So yes, I'm back, but Charlie's raging, so I might have to take him out of the living room shortly. But maybe this is the best thing to do whilst we're in between matches. Do I put the wee video up to send him away for a pee, or do you just want to have a look at an empty living room? I think. Let's remove me and leave. Bring me back in. So, I'm out of breath having to carry that Doug cage upstairs. What we got in the comments? maybe we're getting a wee Red Rocket moment, and that's how to take him out of the living room. Worlds Collide is not in the UK, but yeah, I think the final episode of NXT UK has aired. I think it finished in a title match between Trent Seven and Tyler Bate. Now, look at what's happening here is Dominic getting beaten up by it's not Ruby Riott, it's God, have I forgotten her name? She is, go and help me in chat. What is her name again? Rhea Ripley. Like, pretty sure people would pay good money to get beaten up by Rhea Ripley every Monday night. Dominic gets it for free. Ugh. Judgment Day to win, that's probably a good shout. I feel if we get like a betrayal from Dominic Mysterio, I feel like they've been slowly pushing that agenda, and will he finally flip the switch, betray his dad, join the baddies? Because I always feel that Dominic has like the biggest case of like, imposter syndrome in wrestling. Like, yes, he's in here because his dad is wrestling royalty. He is a legend, Hall of Fame. He's going to have it all. And Dominic's his son. And yes, he was involved in that storyline like 22 years ago, where there was a ladder match for custody of a child. So Dominic's kind of always been in wrestling, I guess, if you take that back. But the fact that he's been here in amongst this and kind of hold up to almost like upper mid-card main event level with his dads, is the crowd resenting him? So, but is awfully cool just to see this all happening in the United Kingdom. It is a rare occasion. What we have in here. Judgment Day to win, even without Dom being switching sides. Jay need a win to make them feel like a dominant force. Yeah, totally. Oh, look at him go. Edge in his wee mask. God, I remember Edge and Rey Mysterio being a good wee tag team back in the day. Look, he's better not do himself an injury. He's pumped up. I'll give him that. But, like, God, Edge, didn't he trip up? Was that guy in the crowd dressed as the big boss man? It's cool. He does not want to touch anyone's hands. Don't bother putting him out there. No pyro, just fire extinguishers. Fair enough. Yes, I'm quite glad that Edge is getting this good of a second run, sort of post-career ending injuries. He's back. He's getting to tussle with all the younger talent. He's got to fight Edge. Not Edge. He's going to fight AJ Styles, Finn Balor. Like, he's getting in to fight these guys. And this is what they want to do. They want to fight all this younger talent. So it's awesome that he's still getting to kind of wrestle until the wheels come off. Just listen to the crowd singing his theme music. I would be doing the same. I feel like there's so many people probably in their 30s, like in my age range, that's there and just having the absolute time of their life. And ever since Edge has gotten like this haircut, it just makes Karrion Kross look like his angry wee brother. Oh, that's good. Like I'm just so chuffed for all those people there. They're lucky bams. I would love to take my family to see like a WWE show. Like even if it was like Hydro, it doesn't need to be live. A house show's good enough. I think my kids would want it to be live, but what can you do? You take what you're given. What's this? They should have got Alter Bridge to play him out to the ring. Yeah, it would have been cool. I like this entrance for Judgment Day. It's strange that they have a stable with like a pay-per-view title for the stable. I know it has been like a good few years before they've had another Judgment Day. It's strange, but Judgment Day was always one of those pay-per-views that sounded great. Like I loved it when there was like Judgment Day. It's like this is pay-per-view. Shit's gonna go down, or shit's gonna get settled. There's gonna be like a 3 stages of hell match or something going on here. But still, I do like this unit of Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest. Damian Priest, I think, will have some great longevity in the WWE. Like he's kind of got the height, he's got the charisma, he's got the athletics, like, and he could carry off a good BT Sport advert. So he's got everything just in one. Like I could see this guy going far, and for a while. I think we had seen, actually, me and Guthrie had seen him in Ring of Honor, and he was Judgment Martinez or Punishment Martinez. Yeah, Punishment, not Judgment. Do you think it's done to keep the trademark on the name? How AEW has picked up Bash at the Beach? It's possible, definitely. So I did see comments that Aleister Black said Judgment Day is kind of like their WWE's take on the House of Black, or as if they were borrowing, not quite stealing ideas from each other. And I guess that's probably the closest comparison, is that right? These are the two golf factions in your big wrestling companies at the moment. But I would never have I never knew this really until Aleister Black mentioned it himself. Probably, yeah, that might have been the match. I feel like it was maybe like a 6-man tag, like maybe Scurll and the Bucks, but I'll have to have a look back. Oh, the crowd are buzzing. Don't refresh the page. Okay. You know, AEW this week had a great sign on Dynamite, and it's just a dude holding up a sign, and it just said, "Just enjoy wrestling," and that's it. Like, I look at comments, and then you probably should never look at the comments on these things because it's just so everyone's got a side. Like there's people barking on about AEW, New Japan, GCW, and it's like, God, just enjoy wrestling. Is that simple? Like, let's just watch Finn Balor sit and chop the living hell out of Rey Mysterio and his heavily replaced knees. Yes, Briscoes. That would make sense. Punishment Martinez and the Briscoes. Probably 6-man tag. That sounds about right, Guthrie. Well, Rey Mysterio's. I wonder if he is the oldest person in that ring. I know him and Edge, obviously, are going to probably be similar aged, but Rey still can go. I felt like there got to a stage where he was doing the independents, and you thought, well, maybe that's us seeing the last of Rey Mysterio, but he's come back and he's had like another great run as well. But tagging in Damian Priest. Well, it was one of those ones where it's like, it's a corny name generator, name and gimmick given to him. Like, yeah, kind of like this archery thing going on. But that's kind of been forgotten about with this change into like Judgment Day. But yes, look at him. He's got the look. He's got the heights. And tagging an Edge. It's pick on someone your own size. He's went from shearing sheep and brewing beer to Cardiff, Wales, fighting the rated R superstar Edge. When was the last time he brewed beer and made cakes with old Heather? Oh, some punches in the corner. But yeah, I think eventually when Judgment Day falls apart and when Judgment Day falls apart, and I keep want to call him Punchman now instead of Damian Priest, when he goes off on his own, like, he's gonna be great. I can see him getting into like title pictures, like with a longevity, like when he gets like a good storyline. Trying to say what's right, okay. I was wondering what Finn Balor was doing, jumping onto the top rope, but they're doing some tag team action and it backfired on him. Oh, this looks like it's going to go wrong. Chucking your wee pal outside the ring. That worked. What's Stu saying? The WWF name generator can be good, but sometimes it's just bad because no one would have been cheering for Stone Cold Fang McFrost. True. So, right, let's move that and bring in Guthrie. Let's get a better view. Hello, mate.
Oh. I never have internet again.
Wait, I need to put the other headphones on.
Hello. I never have internet again.
Wait, hey, you miss much?
No, well, TV's been on because it's...
of course, exactly.
And then it just goes to phone and YouTube for following the stream.
That's fine. I just had to shift the dog. He was just acting up after I let him out of his cage. So he's now out on the streets. So
I feel that Damien could be a good fit with sort of Roman because he has that sort of Samoan look.
Yeah, he's Hispanic, isn't he?
Yeah, but he just has that sort of, I don't know if it's the height and the build and
true,
long dark hair, sort of
tattoos and that.
Aye,
I can see that.
There is somebody else is in at the moment, Rock's cousin or something like that, or nephew, or another Samoan. I noticed they were plugging him a few weeks back.
Possibly. Let's see. The website's froze on me again, so I'll let that refresh. But so what is everyone assuming that Judgment Day's got this one?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
It would be nice.
Play it live, yes, please.
I don't know, I just think
Finn Balor is that Finn Balor doing like the Three Amigos to Ray? When did that happen for you?
A while ago. I just think you can't have the two old dogs going over.
True, with the young
you have to look
stable.
at, like, I almost feel that Judgment Day's WWE sort of given back to Finn Balor because he's had the raw end of the stick because he was first Universal Champion, got injured versus Seth straight away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if has he won the title back at any point? I don't think he's been Universal World Champion.
No.
He got demoted to NXT. then got demoted to NXT UK, then came back to the main roster, then went back to NXT and became champion again.
Mm-hmm.
And then he seems to have come back, and was it him and AJ originally because they were doing the club?
Possibly. I remember the club. Or
Because
was he not feuding against AJ? There was like that one Survivor Series where everyone seemed to have got sick and they quickly gave you like dream matches to make up for it. You had Kurt Angle teaming with the Shield and AJ versus Finn Balor, and everyone was getting too sweet.
No, because I'm sure there was there was the Good Brothers and AJ for a while there.
Yeah.
You have the T-shirt.
I do have the T-shirt somewhere. Yes,
yeah.
Your samurai one.
And then it was, I'm almost sure AJ was part of Judgment Day to start with, briefly. But I don't think they were called Judgment Day.
I know, obviously, it started with Edge and then they did the switch. Oh, I just seen, Damian Priest about fall for the crowd barrier doing that big jump. Oh, okay.
At the moment, I've got Rey Mysterio doing the world's slowest crawl across the ring to Edge from corner to corner, while the other two take a breather outside. Yet can still stop him because he's that small and slow crawling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden he can move. Oh. But no, I heard you saying it's amazing how good Edge is considering how long he was out.
Yeah, his second run's been great.
It took him the best part of a year to get sort of back into the stride of it, but
yeah. And that's it. You had those strange cinematic matches with Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Where it was like the greatest wrestling match ever, and they had like fucking music playing in it, like it was the greatest showman. It was very strange, but
it would be good if he probably could hold the world title again, no problem, and have a run, and you get some good stories out of it. But that involves Roman disappearing for a wee while.
Yeah,
a film or something that they can.
Well, that's it. I think they had those rumors saying that Roman had aspirations for Hollywood and he was going to take the summer off and come back in September, but that just never happened. Oh. Rey Mysterio dives off the apron there.
Hobbs and Shaw too, or
oh, aye, because he was in the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then I don't think they're making it, or I think they were going to make one, but I don't know what happened.
Oh, Edge doing a lanky 619.
Oh, I've just had the tope suicida through the middle rope, but his spear through Damian Priest off the middle rope to the outside. It was uncomfortable to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they love doing that. They've just used Mysterio as a sliding penguin out the ring.
Oh, yeah, I just seen that spear from Edge. Oh,
you've obviously caught up because that's only about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, just hearing the British voices chanting, "Holy shit!"
I've been desperately looking for some like ICW t-shirts or.
Mm-hmm. All right, there goes the penguin through. He didn't even make it to the ramp. I need to grease him up a little bit more.
Oh.
There is like just I guess a one Scottish guy in the blue t-shirt holding up "If Drew loses, we riot" sign. I just want to see him raging if it all goes wrong. But there's got to be a point where Rhea Ripley's got to get involved, and Dominic's going to have to try and man up and prevent that from happening.
It's currently happening.
Oh yeah, he's in the ring.
Well,
Dominic's just jumped.
Rhea's just absolutely destroyed them on the outside.
See, people would pay good money to have that happen to them in Cardiff.
Only fans.
Oh yeah, I just saying she just decked him in the face. That was amazing.
Thing is, it was the video package earlier on, and it was Dominic with the candlestick. Then he gives it to her.
Yeah.
And I can't remember. I went to the toilet and I come back and I'm like, is that Bayley in the ring? And then I realized it was Dominic, and I was like, oh.
I don't know why he's sporting some sort of mullet.
Everybody's, oh, no.
This is Ray getting to do his 619 now. But a cheeky clothesline for Finn Balor, following up where we
that's it
just
over.
Kicking him out of the ring. Oh, he's doing little flippy motions. What is Finn Balor going to do? Oh, he got tripped by Dominic. And drop kick. So is it now your 619?
Into a spear.
Yes, perfectly timed. You kind of kick out for that. And Edge and Rey Mysterio get it. So I guess there's no names getting added to the...
Back to the replay of Dominic getting decked at the outside. It's been a half decent pay-per-view.
It has.
As I said, there's been no squash matches. Everybody's been given time, but it does feel like they've left half the roster back in America.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you had, well, I guess they had their own stories that were sorting out on telly. You had like New Day and Viking Raiders sort of settled their own beef on SmackDown, having that Viking match.
Do you think Brock will appear in that old gift?
No, I feel like he's probably taking a longer break. I don't think he's going to come across seas to shock, because I think they're saying they're back in Kansas City for the for Monday Night Raw.
Oh, the turn.
Oh. Don't say the turn. The turn hasn't happened here in Methil yet. I've still got everyone cheering. Ray's bringing in his son, his gigantic son.
God.
Edge has got a hand on his shoulder. It's all good, kids. You'll go far in this business.
Oh, that was
Stop
class.
it. You're making it sound like... wait. He kicked him so hard his shoe fell off.
Yes. Oh.
Dominic.
Just keep watching. Just keep watching.
Sort your top. There you go. Was that full contact? I feel like it got caught on Edge's knees. Right, Dominic?
He lost two shoes by now, but...
Yeah, he took the other one off for symmetry. Okay, Dad, what are we going to hug? I'm walking away.
Nope.
That clothesline.
Oh, it was stiff.
Kid, what are you doing? Exactly.
It's when they pan to the corner and it's like Judgment
Day. Oh,
yeah.
They're like a bunch of Muppets laughing their heads off.
Class.
I mean, it's like you could have done that during the match so we could win it. Oh, children are shocked. I guess they haven't been watching the show. Now, this has been brewing for years.
You've got to give the people what they want.
Yep. Oh, listen to those boos. Oh, yes. Call him a wanker. Oh, middle-aged men are shocked.
Smug.
Ray screaming, why?
That's definitely a villain there with a mullet like that.
Yep. Maybe he'll go marry Liv Morgan and he'll match her outfit.
He'll be on Raw tomorrow in the black and purple bondage gear that the Judgment Day are wearing.
That's it. He'll have nipples pierced. He'll have like eyebrows pierced. Some face paint.
They just keep showing Finn Balor laughing. Oh, and there's a grown man crying almost in the crowd. The shock.
Oh, he's torn off his Mysterio's t-shirt. Oh, he should have kept it on.
There's literally just a replay at the back of that, and it's just this one guy in the crowd, the reaction of, no.
Oh, as Edge's face as his head turns up and looks at him like, why?
I think he just coughed the Tesco out there, but...
The cute little bastard.
I
love left home.
He's apologising. Like, please don't kill me.
Yeah, the guy with the glasses and the shock. He probably betted like £100 for Dominic not to turn. He's like, oh no, my money. Oh, the crowd are cheering. Is it just because Ray is embracing Edge?
I don't know. I would expect like another turn there where Edge just like takes his head off.
Oh, well, that's it. They're standing there, they're shaking hands, Ray's apologising. I would be picking up Dominic's shoes and throwing them into the crowd. Let that wee cunt walk home in his socks.
What the fuck? Oh,
That's fine.
I've
Give him a
got
wee hug.
sports the breaks on, so I've now got UFC on BT Sport.
We've got a DraftKings advert with WWE The Bump.
And I've now got a advert for Chelsea versus Fulham or something like that. Must be football on tomorrow.
Aye. And this is like a bump segment where they're just saying sign up to DraftKings and tell who is going to win between Drew and Roman.
So what I've got next, there'll be 2 more matches?
Yeah, unless they've got some. Let's see, you've got Matt Riddle and Rollins, which is almost kind of been built up to like a main event match.
Wee man is crying upstairs. I'm going to deal with him.
Right, I'll drop you out, mate. Give me a buzz when you're free. So, yep, that is a big old, big rig. Pardon me. Let's figure out how to do the layout. There we go. Let's have a look at another beer from Top Rope Brewing. Remember, if you spend £27, £50 on their website tonight, you will get free delivery. The Exalted One is a nice can, named after, obviously, the late great Brody Lee. A black IPA. I do have a soft spot for the Dark Order. I think that 10 artwork is awesome. And yeah, I look forward to trying it. So, yeah, right now for us, it's just a big video package on Drew McIntyre going against Roman Reigns. But yeah, let's see. Is there any other beer? They do have some fierce beers, some big drops. There's like low alcohol beers, Pine Trail, Woodcutter, and Wild Track. Let's see, for love of wrestling. £3. What is that? It's strawberry blackberry wheat beer. Different. My wife is currently sending me TikToks. I will not look at those. So yes, if you don't win tonight's competition, but you still want some of that Top Rope beer, go to topropebrewing.com tonight. Use the discount code CLASHCASTLE for free shipping on all orders over £27.50. Or you could chance your luck and give us a prediction in the upcoming matches and win yourself 6 cans of beer. Oh, kick your head right off your fucking body. Yes, mate, I will send you a link. If I could find out. Let's do a cheeky invite. Copy the clipboard. Now, how do I find you, Stu? I'll fire it to you on Instagram. Oh, these headphones are hurting my ears. Oh, then tonight's attendance. 62,000. Decent. That might work. Stu, I sent you a link. Let's drop that out. Put that in. That's a picture of me. I don't need to look at that just now. Here we go. There's commentary in their very spiffing jackets. Those looks like a velvet. Very nice. Oh, a Clash at the Castle press conference. That's new. So let's. Oh, okay, yeah, we've got our next match: Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins, and they've given Riddle his first name back. It is Matt Riddle. Seth freaking Rollins, I tell you, mate. It's hard to tell who's going to get this one. So, whilst I ponder that thought, let's bring in another friend. He's my friend in years. It is Dirty Stu McPherson. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's been alright. It's actually been a good show.
It has, hasn't it? It was like we've almost been spoiled. Sorry, try to find the right layout. There we go.
Riddle versus Rollins.
And they've given Riddle his first name back. I'm very impressed.
Also, he has. But they've took the word freaking away from Rollins.
The commentator used freaking just there. I'm not sure if they just left it out because it takes up so much space for their promotional images. You'll have to wait and see when he comes out to the ring if they give him his full moniker or not.
Sorry, I'm trying. 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, fine. But that foot stomp on the ring steps looks complicated, but looks sore. So, but it is one of these feuds where I feel like where they've been going with it's been stop-start. Has people been injured? They're coming back. Like it looked like it was going to kick off at SummerSlam, and then they killed him with one curb stomp.
It's been weird because with Orton being out,
yeah,
and it looks like Orton's got to stay out a wee bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
This is turned from on protecting Orton to kind of batter dress sense and Rollins because some of the outfits have been
they've been loud, but yeah, this is almost the feud that's kind of cemented Matt Riddle as like a main event player.
Yeah.
Like he's not just the stoner sidekick to like Randy Orton. Like he's big enough himself now.
It's when Orton comes back, will it be him turning back into the guy that stands at the side shouting, Randy? Or
I know.
will it be Matt Riddle who shoots you, Randy?
Well, that's it. You feel like it's almost what we've just seen with Ray and Dominic. Like Randy could come out here to congratulate him, then just kick him in the balls. Is it right? You've kept my seat warm. I'm here to take it back.
One guy I miss is Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie. I know they keep saying that his wrestling career might be over, but there's nothing stopping him from being kind of the hype man to the New Day because they're in limbo now. They're kind of not really finding their place. There's not tag titles to go for, so they're just kind of cementing their. Well, they have a legacy. Like the New Day will be like a Hall of Fame stable, but it's kind of getting that thing. Is that right? How do you keep them interesting without them being buried every week? But I like the push that they've done with the Viking Raiders.
I want to like the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. Is it the fact that they made them like a joke tag team for like over a year?
Well, that's it.
I don't know, but it feels like. Do you remember not SmackDown? I think it was last week or the week before where they did the Bunman.
Aye, the Viking funeral for the New Day.
And there was a lady wearing that kind of outfit.
Aye, where people get the impression it was like Sarah Logan, the one that's married to one of the Viking Raiders.
Yes, but I feel like they're missing that kind of Helga or that.
Yeah.
Hela, somebody who could talk for them without feeling like they're really bad imitators of Alicia Doom.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like they could get away with having like a harder edge, like just bloodthirsty barbarians. Like, sure, you're not really wanting wrestlers to kind of show color, to bleed. Like we're not sure AEW is quite used to a lot of blading, but I don't expect people to be doing that in the WWE. But if the what was it that Vince called them? The new vicious Viking Raiders. Like if they had this darker edge where they were bloodying up their opponents and just kind of just war paint, like maybe they would come across as like more of a threat. But
Yeah,
they would have to murder the Usos.
Day, see, because the New Day are such a yes, you can be serious, but the comedy act that's top,
Yeah.
You're then the only way I can put it with is like having like a very straight faced actor
Aye.
putting with Kevin Hart.
Aye.
And going, you will work together. You go, well, there's no charisma in this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Don't even want to use Jason Statham, but someone who's like very kind of, you can pull off a very straight role, and then you're putting on with Will Ferrell, and it works sometimes.
Aye,
but it doesn't
saying
work.
like a buddy cop movie with Ed Norton and Will Ferrell.
Aye, but it just doesn't work. What was it called? Not wasn't it? What was the one with Ed Norton was with Robin Williams? Do you remember that? Robin Williams was like I'm sure Robin Williams was like a kid's entertainer dressed as a dinosaur.
Christ, nah, that doesn't ring a bell.
And Ed Norton had to kill him off because he wanted to be the kid's entertainer.
Nah, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, it's something. It's like I'll need to figure it out. I'll send you a link later on once I find it. Mm-hmm. But if I watched it and it never gets shoot, look the see where.
Yeah, I was going to say we're talking to dragons, and there's a very flamboyant Seth Rollins. I think we're that busy talking we missed his nameplate.
But that is
what's Darren B says. These guys both seem like douchebags. How do you choose a winner in that situation? when I first read that, I thought you were talking about us.
That's fine, thank you.
So yeah.
Oh, he's dressed as Elton John.
We've got Rocket Man. Here we go. So yes, Seth Rollins is the bad guy in this situation, but look at he's loving it. He is a pig in shit right now. And Riddle, that's it. Riddle's like the he's not an underdog, but he's always seems to be. He's not got the best luck. He just seems to be like stoner MMA wrestler.
I see him winning this one.
Go over Rollins?
It's like over Rollins, just because Rollins can take a loss without going down. Where Edge, well, this is his big first main or semi-main feud.
Yeah.
And if he loses that...
The crowd are just loving Rollins' theme. And yeah, David Band is going for Team Rollins because of that Elton John outfit. I don't blame you.
But this is just... what's that sign? Piggy has a...
Yeah, Piggy has a web. That was... Is that a Charlotte Webb's joke? That's very strange.
No, it must be a Welsh thing.
Maybe. But look at those kicks. Like, Riddle has the legitimacy to kind of look like this like great wrestler, like with great striking ability.
Oh, he's dressed. Oh, Rollins is dressed like Disco Inferno.
Ah, yeah. And Riddle looks like he's just wearing trunks that he's got for Bikini Bottom.
That is, yep. SpongeBob, here we come.
Aye, my 8-year-old would appreciate that joke if I let him in the living room, but I'm not.
Sorry, I said to my better half, wrestles on. She went, "Are you watching the bedroom?" And I went, "What?" She went, "It's okay, I'll go upstairs."
Yeah, I feel that there is a few wives that are sitting upstairs thinking, "Is this over yet?" And it's like, well, surely it's strange that it's mostly like us guys that are watching wrestling where it's like, come on, these are men in tights. These are men who have taken care of their bodies or have long hair. Like lots of things that the people watching don't have. Like
or have any interest in, like, do you know what? Let's go for a run. Nah. it's weird. Even like I'm turning 40 this year, and people have been saying to me, "Do you still watch wrestling?" You going, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Like, you sure? You going, well, "I'm sure I sat and watched it for 3 years on Tuesday morning."
Guthrie is wanting Riddle to win. Seth could afford to lose. That's true. I wouldn't damage Rollins' character at all if he lost that match. But it would be huge for Riddle to get away with it. I was at hairdressers this morning, and every proper blokes, hairdressers, barbers pole, and every one of them were going on about the Old Firm game. And it's
Yes.
like, man, what if I was the one that says, "You watching Class at the Castle tonight?" You would feel like you just get a look.
I mean, I stayed just outside Glasgow. I work in Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
So I was working today, and it was so quiet. And
What the hell happened to the cameraman? It looked like a bad throw to Riddle, and absolutely, I'm not sure if they caught like a cord, but the cameraman seemed to went down.
You must be ahead of me by
Possibly, he's going for a
5 to
buckle
10
bomb on the
seconds.
outside.
No, I've got them in a triangle hold in the middle of the ring.
All right.
It was just,
It'll happen in a minute for you then.
It's weird that I'm watching it on the network. Are you on the network?
Yeah, I am on the network using my laptop. But I think people watching on BT Sport are getting a more, well, according to Guthrie, he was getting a good 10 seconds ahead of me.
What? Oh. Is it his shoulder going up?
Mm-hmm.
Weird. That's what happened to Finn Balor.
And how he had to drop the Universal title. Yeah.
Yes.
Seth Rollins doing that buckle bomb as well. What's it? Darren says Riddle looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, gets kicked out of the gang and starts going to the gym. Even the Mission Machine color scheme shorts. That's a good point. I could see that.
I expected this to be more violent.
Yeah, it's just almost just like we're just having a proper wrestling match. It's not spilling as much to the outside or into the crowd as I was expecting.
Because the way they left it in SmackDown, Raw, where I'm literally going to kill you, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, the strange talking off camera.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you
remember? It was a very different.
Well, remember that Triple H Orton must be about a decade ago, maybe more, 20 years ago, where they're saying they're going to kill each other and they broke into the houses and
throwing was it Triple H through his front window? No, Orton got thrown through his front window of the stage
and
home
then they
he was
had
in.
a normal wrestling match.
Yeah, aye.
That was kind of anticlimactic.
That was a nice kick. Yeah, it is strange where it's like, right, we're going to murder each other in a normal singles match. It's like, well, surely there has to be no disqualification and need to get put through 3 tables on fire or something just to squash the beef. But
there's something a wee bit more, or even if it was a normal wrestling match, but the way Hart and Austin started, they're kind of where they just went at each other constantly.
Aye.
I wouldn't want to be kicked off a Riddle.
Aye, it looks properly sore.
I've not got a Sheamus chest.
Did you see the Riddle's joke? If he didn't win this, he can always do UK porno. I did not see that.
Oh, God.
But
Riddle was just something.
Yes, I see so many people comparing him to Jason Mewes from Jane Silent Bombs. I guess they're known as stoners and they're both white with long blonde hair. But
they were always the sidekick.
Yeah, true. There's almost a very botched up back suplex going on there. Like Riddle was about to fall out the ring.
I mean, that's some crowd of what it seems.
I know.
He sprayed out the crowd.
Yeah. They have to do this again. They cannot wait 30 years to do another one of these. There needs to be some sort of annual UK pay-per-view, I think.
The only reason I think the Principality thing is because I think England women are playing at Wembley.
Right.
And Hampden doesn't have a closed roof.
Okay.
And I'm not too sure Murrayfield, but I think Murrayfield doesn't have a closed roof. Or it's being used for something.
Yeah. It makes sense. I guess it is a big deal about the closed roof, because that's what if they're having to wrestle in rain. I know sometimes when they done WrestleMania, they had those little tents. It's like a giant gazebo, so they could at least not slip off the top rope. But it's still, even if they did just kind of took it to another country in the United Kingdom.
Because do you ever find it weird when they're like, oh, it's nobody in the UK and say a live tour, and then like see like
Scotland's
reading
not
a
on the
wrestling
map.
magazine and they've been in Germany and Austria, you go, that was not advertised anywhere. I know we're not the we're looking to aim for, but all of a sudden like, you carry the UK, but you've just toured New Zealand for a week.
Aye. God, they're doing suplexing. It's like Rollins hurt himself coming off of it. But so is that things that, are they playing possum or has he actually hurt himself? It's like a big suplex off the top rope and he was going for this. Riddle reversed it. So yeah, it's just NXT's Worlds Collide. Is that the Sunday night pay-per-view?
I don't know. I tried NXT 2.0 and it was okay.
I've never tried it.
And then Braun Breaker, who they advertised at the start as the son of
one of the Steiners,
the son of the Steiner, no Scott, Rick Steiner.
Rick, aye.
And the nephew of Scott Steiner.
Of course.
But we will not continue the name Steiner. But we'll keep telling you that he's a Steiner.
Yeah, I'd understand if his surname was Benoit.
Yeah, I mean, even that. But see, if you do not advertise then who his family is.
Yeah, aye.
But see if he just went, oh, he just wants to be known as Braun. He doesn't want the family name. He wants to be known. That could understand.
His own man. Yeah.
Like Dominic, take away Mysterio. But you said earlier on, he feels like he shouldn't be there. He's only there because of his dad.
Aye.
Which is very truthful. But, I mean, I think apparently the only reason that Ray signed on extra so many years is that Dom went straight to the main event. Yeah,
I feel like he might have been cut a deal with Vince. Like if Vince wanted to kind of like get that luchador back in there and said, well, the condition is I bring my kid to work with me. Like, okay, we'll make it work.
But he should be, I don't want to say he should be part of, I feel like there should be a thing with him and Edge where eventually he goes to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I think turning to the Judgment Day the next night will just be, I think we're expecting it.
Aye. I always feel like if Dominic was wanting to be taken seriously, like ship him to NXT. Like let him have his initial run with his dad. They got the tag titles, everything's great, and then just like leave, go to NXT, cut his teeth, work his way through the levels, get the belts, then kind of graduate back onto the main event. Or I felt like it needs to be like a passing of the torch, like Ray's either needing to leave and pass the mask on to his son, even though like maybe just to hide the mullet, and then
so mullet.
I know
that has to be something for Eddie.
Maybe I'm not sure if it's too late to kind of do a twist in that storyline with it. He was my pappy. Get those t-shirts printed.
With that Wayne's height compared to his dad's,
yeah, I know.
I would be checking on something.
Aye. Like there's now the technology of what's it, the 23andMe, and like Dominic could check for himself.
I mean, this has been a pretty decent match, but the best one I've seen so far for me has been Walter and Sheamus.
Aye. That was like a proper slugfest.
A brutal match. I mean, I don't mind the control work, whatever Bayley's squad is really called.
Yeah.
But I feel like they don't really gel.
It does seem strange. Like those random, where it's like, right, you, right, these are stable, out you go, and let's see if it sticks. But I guess maybe calling them damage control is their take. Is it right? We're making this a thing now.
But, I mean, I just feel like there's too many. I don't want to say botches, but it just feels like they've not maybe practiced together, or even like before the match, just say, look, we're going to do this maneuver. Let's kind of make sure we can get it
nail
focused.
Aye.
Instead of doing it, which looks like, I mean, like the scorpion kick Dakota Kai does.
Mm-hmm.
You're one step left to the right, she's missing you.
Aye. But
is KO not on the night?
No. He was on Raw, and he was getting into a thing with, I think it was Jey Uso, and because there was like that back and forth between KO battered Drew McIntyre, told Sami Zayn, tell your tribal chief I done you a favor. And then Roman was like, he owes me no favors. And then the next week, you've had KO battering up one of the Usos. And it just seems like, right, okay, there's continued tension, but there's not really, he's like, I'm going to show up and I murder someone that looks like Elias. Whether it's his mum, his dad, his gran.
Oh. I've seen that wee clip on YouTube with the
hospital bed. Aye.
The hospital bed with the granddad and all that.
Aye, and the wee nephew with the scary adult's head.
Oh, that was actually pretty.
It is clever. Like, they were salvaging. Like, whilst it was strange because obviously it was Elias and then Ezekiel, and then Kevin Owens was just like the everyman's like, you see what I see, yeah. Like, this is the same guy. He's just shaved his fucking beard, and everyone in the universe like, no, it's a different person. And he was just losing his mind.
It's like someone on the are sitting there going, do you know what? I've seen a film called The Naughty Professor. Have you? No. And he goes, oh, you'll love this idea. Vince is going, I love it.
Mm-hmm. We've got to just cut to Ezekiel going, Hercules.
It's a miracle he's not got one just shouting spandex.
I mean, that's it. There's going to be a sequence of them at the Thanksgiving table. It's coming up to that time of year. They could easily parody that scene. Oh, man. Riddle has this strange tattoo on his ribs where it always looks like, man, he's got a really mean bruise going there. But it's like a giant toadstool tattooed on his ribs.
Yeah.
It's awfully weird. Seth Rollins is going for like a DDT on the ropes just now, and it just reminded me. Just pulling out Orton moves. It's extra heat. Well, what's Guthrie saying? Riddle's making me a massive fan tonight. He is. Like, Riddle over the last year has become a major improvement from just like the guy that goes about on his scooter, kicking off his flip-flops. Wait, what's it? Brown sauce on pasta? There's a sign that says brown sauce on pasta. That is controversial.
That's a Welsh thing. Because weird enough, we're not super far away from each other, but we're far away enough that I remember being in Edinburgh once and I get a chippy and the guy's at salt and sauce. I went, no, salt and vinegar. We don't do that here. I'm going, what do you mean you don't do vinegar?
Is it a crime? Can I be arrested for this? What will happen if you pick up the vinegar? Like a red light, like predator beam go across you, put it down.
But it just feels like even with an hour's drive for each other, there's that kind of divide of different sections where like there's he's doing. Well, I haven't got the bit where he's thumping the thing like Orton.
Aye.
Into a submission.
Yeah, they just had a wee scrap on the outside.
elbows to the back of the neck.
Mm-hmm.
But Riddle is really up to his game tonight.
Mm-hmm. And on my end, the crowd are still singing Rollins' theme music. Just the whoa, whoa, whoa. They're just...
It's very much a very easable, catchable theme.
Yeah.
It's like, no matter how much like Roman Reigns is supposed to be booed to the tribal chief, that spear, the roar before the spear,
yeah, this...
everyone can do.
Guthrie sending me pictures of topless men with very chopped chests.
That is, you and your cousin have a very special relationship.
So, yeah, I like if someone just came on the stream at this point and it's just me, one man showing another man pictures of a topless man who looks like he's got a bad tan.
It's just like there better be a hashtag of wrestling on this.
And yeah, the match is over on my side.
What have I got? Oh, the curb stomp to the top rope.
Let's see. And
That's it finished here.
I think
that is one hell of a curb stomp.
And I think maybe only one person went for Rollins. Let's see. David Band. Yep, I'm going to give Rollins a win for the Elton John outfit. Right, you've made it into the draw. So, that's us at 8:30 now. So, and according to my banners, I've only got one match left.
Well, I'm thinking they'll do a big package.
Oh, like a build up to the
build-up package, and then they'll have a thing for Drew by himself. Package, and then maybe a special entrance for both. So maybe like 15 minutes before the next match.
Possibly. I would not be surprised. Oh. To be honest, like with Riddle losing, it doesn't set him back too far. I think he still has the intensity to kind of, like, I don't know, still keep his momentum going. But I feel also we had Rollins lose, was it like 3 pay-per-views in a row to Cody? And it might have been a thing where he might be looking like, I don't know, like he's jobbing out to every person that's being hauled up. So I guess maybe they've given him this one tonight to kind of keep him looking like a main event star.
But I mean, possibly. Who's missing? What big name or names are missing though? There's no Becky.
Yeah, Becky's not there. Well, she's got the shoulder injury, so
Karrion Kross could have did a.
I know he did have a match on SmackDown, but I feel like he's just been saved.
A match tonight where he could literally just squash somebody.
They could easily have him at the top of the ramp tonight with the sands. What is it?
It's the egg timer.
Yeah, an egg timer. Just kind of just standing there, the hourglass, turning it around. I did like the comments where he was saying TikTok, and then I think Drew tweeted something saying hourglasses don't TikTok. Unless like Karrion Kross comes out with a little cooking egg and twists it. And just looks honestly, it's like a...
I don't know how Vince managed to botch the Karrion Kross character. And it's not the greatest character. How do you go for a guy who's got his wife or his manager whose gimmick is to look attractive?
Yeah.
And to stare people down and put them into a weird gimp suit.
Yeah, I was like, right, you are now a samurai. Go out, you're super shredder in red armor. Off you go. Make it work. It was very strange. And he was like NXT champion on Raw, like losing to Jeff Hardy.
You don't bring them up unless you want to push them forward.
Yeah, definitely. It was strange.
I mean, there's a lot of acts that Triple H has brought back.
Mhm.
But one of them, okay, it's not for me, and I'm not. But Hit Row,
Yeah,
I just have no connection for.
I know. I'm not sure if they're missing the main part with Swerve Strickland being on AEW, because I think he was like the front man to Hit Row. So you've kind of got 3/4 of it, but your main mouthpiece is missing.
And then now, apparently I read that AEW have released Bobby Fish.
Aye, I think there was something like they just let his contract run out, but
So
he isn't the one that's injured. It's Kyle O'Reilly that's injured just now.
So that's Red Dragon lost from
Yeah.
the Undisputed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're also wanting to get Adam Cole back across, because you can imagine how high Triple H is on Adam Cole.
Adam Cole can't do matches that are shorter than 45 minutes.
I know, and there needs to be a lot of, like, can we do barbed wire tables? Like, if you put him in a singles match, he would be worried after he'd done his entrance, when he got all his moves out, got all his music cues done. But
he's a great gimmick, a great.
I know he's the perfect example of how like an entrance could make a person.
I just don't think at maybe our age. I mean, most try to call us old, but it's maybe we go, oh, good. You know, remember who's great? You go, who? You go, The Rock. You go. Do you remember it's like that South Park thing goes, I remember the good, the remember berries.
Ah, yeah.
You're going, do you remember Mick Foley? We remember Mick Foley. And you're going, what about some guy new? And he goes, do you remember, I don't know anyone new, but we watch it every week. But you remember who you watched?
Aye. Oh, they've just cut to a shot and it's Roman Reigns having a conversation with Tyson Fury. Fury's in a suit with no shirt on. And it's like, so lucky this guy is like a deadly boxer, because he just looks like an absolute tramp.
It's not even that. It's like earlier on, he had his full suit on with images himself.
Yeah.
Then he was sitting in the crowd wearing I think it was just a normal WWE t-shirt to advertise the show. Mm-hmm. Now he's shirtless with a baseball cap. That is kind of, what the hell?
Yeah. But it shows you Karrion Kross is on site now as well. So it could be, I don't know, is he gonna make an appearance? Man, I've lost sound on my side. There we go.
There's certain things, I don't want to say bug me. I used to buy a wrestling t-shirt, but don't anymore. But see Cardiff 316.
Yeah, I saw that.
You're going, no, mate. No, unless it says Austin 316, do not buy it.
Aye.
Because people are then going to ask you what happened in they've got this weird American dated time in Cardiff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go Austin 316, people, even non-wrestling fans, know who Steve Austin is.
Yeah. So I reckon if WWE were printing those ones themselves, or this guy's like, I can what will go well, I'll make this myself. But yeah, they've went into the video package for the main event. I'm going to use this as a good opportunity for my second toilet break.
No problem. I'll jump off and I'll let you be.
All right, mate. Enjoy the main event.
No problem. I'll speak to you later, mate. See you.
Take it easy. Peace.
Bye.
All right, let's get ready for the main event. And say McIntyre entrance starts in. Remember, Top Rope Brewing, post your predictions for the winner of this match. Pick side, any side. I know most of us want to pick Scotland's with Drew McIntyre. Kneel to the steel. That's a new one. Just yeah, I'm not too sure. You feel like now the banner I copied off of the website said Undisputed WWE Universal Champion. So when it has Undisputed, I feel like that combines both belts. So I feel they're fighting for everything. Are they selling little inflatable swords? I mean, of course they are. As this is going on, I'm going to try a Glasgow Beer Works West Coast IPA. Big Drew, I heard fireworks, but I didn't see any. It's going to be one of these things where they cut outside and the whole sky is being lit up with fireworks. He looks fairly quite happy. So not bad. Definitely. It's got those West Coast vibes. So, let's see. One time. Something. This is pretty cool beer. The Triple H Belgian Triple, 9.5%. Don't know why I didn't order that. I opened Drew, but I think Theory may try something and it caused Drew the win. Yeah, it could happen. I feel it might be the opposite, where it's Drew gets the win and then Theory takes advantage. But I feel like that would only lead to nuclear heat to have this happen on like UK soil. Yeah, I get you, mate. I get you. On his island, in front of his people. Ah, they're all behind him. Oh, they're even singing his name. Oh, Drew McIntyre. All right, so I could maybe put Stu McPherson and Michael Guthrie down as Drew McIntyre to win, or any is going to go for Roman. It's strange. It might. Let's see. 8:45. Could it? We're thinking it is going to be like another hour left in this, or is it going to be a 15-minute squash match? I know the length of time it takes for Roman Reigns to walk to the ring, so that might take 15 minutes, and then leaves us with a 60-minute wrestling match, which could be insane. So, and yeah, they've been doing this augmented reality for years, whilst Roman's theme music is epic, but his AR stuff always looks a bit shoddy. And is he carrying one belt? No, okay. I just saw the one around his waist and actually see both. It is. This is the main event. Oh. Well, it's nice. It's actually been a nice, quiet chat room tonight. I don't think these numbers match the 2-year anniversary live stream that we did last week, but I've actually quite enjoyed it just being kind of mellow. There's been like 5 of us watching this. Because, yeah, fuck it, who cares? Like, let's just sit with some friends and watch the wrestling. Come on, just start fighting already. I know you are looking at each other. Just let's just get it on. Run down there. Drop kick. Just start fighting. Both of you get counted out, and everyone goes home confused. Last pinned in September 2019. Cheers. And shout out to the Scottish magic sensation Lee McMillan, who is there tonight. He is at the castle watching all this clashing going on. So I hope he's enjoying himself. I would be absolute buzzing if I was there. Okay, so that's them confirming that there is no Usos. And no Sami Zayn. He is vulnerable. That augmented family tree one is slightly cooler, but it just kind of looks like, I don't know, something like out of Akira or I don't know. It's strange. Yes, they have been milking this entrance. Michael Cole dropping some hard stats. 55 title changes since Roman's held these titles. I wonder if that includes the 24/7 title. Where has it been? I feel like I've not seen that for a while. If Reigns wins, we riot. Will they riot though? They won't. If Reigns wins, I'll complain on Twitter. Oh, I can see that pasta sauce, that brown sauce on pasta sign. Yeah, there's some sick people down there in Cardiff. There's this Roman saying goodbye to his titles. Oh, look at these guys. Look at them marking out. Acknowledge your daddy. Oh, they're in it for the memes, clearly. Loving a bit of their tribal chief. Man, I am looking tired. "24/7 title needs to disappear. Hardcore title would be more entertaining." That's right, it would be. I did love some of the 24/7 title gimmicks, like when they were sitting pinning each other when they're on like a plane going from one country to another. Just like those sort of hijinks. BT has us on till 10 o'clock, so an hour plus left. This is going to be interesting. I mean, Brock Lesnar's not going to show up in a tractor and tip the ring over. Not that I know of, but oh, listen to him. The heat. Yep, there's no one on his side. I feel like Roman's just holding up the SmackDown belt. is he going to lose one title? I mean, a win's a win. We'll take it. But I feel like it needs to be for everything. Look at those guys in the front row. Those guys in the blue shirts look like they're wearing medals. Like, are those Olympic athletes in the crowd? Or this is what the VIP look like? No, they're holding up both belts. Has to be fighting for all. Yeah, it has to be for all the marbles. Michael Cole's going to lose his voice over this. Okay. Drew. Now we don't need a WWE. Try and find something interesting to stick on the side. Just keep it there. Keep it on. Stone Cold Cream Austin. That's it. Look at Drew's got the confidence, the mind games. The crowd are loving Big Drew. Did you notice it was Universal title that was shown on the screen? It showed both. It did. There was kind of like a slow pan on both. Here we go. They're locking up. So, Stu and Mike, he's going for Drew. God. This is it. This is like the main event. This is what we've all been waiting for. Like, Drew McIntyre has to win. It would be awesome, but God, what if he doesn't? If he's just sitting here, just like going, like the only thing that's got to beat Roman Reigns at this point is if like leukemia came back. I'm sorry, that was a really harsh thing to say. Come on, I'm just watching it now. Look at the crowd, the hype. They've been there for a few hours. They're just testing each other out. It's not giving me a lot to talk about. I mean, I feel like when's the next opportunity for me to do something like this again? I would love to kind of get Tom in on it. But he was feeling under the weather the night. It's not been a good week. So I'm steering the ship myself. But it's like these guys just stop prancing around. Just get into it. How drunk do you think you can get once you get in there? Not sure where you're going with that one. But this is only my third beer. And probably my last. Because one of my kids came down during this and like, you're driving tomorrow. I was like, thanks, son. So I also have some water to drink after this, just to try and even things out. Oh, a big shoulder block for Drew. So I wonder, is someone going to come out and help Roman? Like, so we know Karrion Kross is there. We know Theory is there. So I missed the kickoff show, I saw the tail end of it, and it was a 6-man tag with Street Profits and someone I've forgotten versus Austin Theory and Alpha Academy. Yeah, that could. The good thing about speaking with the people at Top Rope Brewery or Top Rope Brewing, they were really forward about saying, if you do podcasts, we like to do podcasts and things like that. So there's like, if you like to talk about wrestling and beer on podcasts, they're the guys. And I'm like, quids in. This is brilliant. Like, it's Neil at Top Rope Brewing. So yeah, I mean, just showing all this stuff off on the screen tonight, I felt like, right, I want to do my part, help promote them. Obviously, we're doing the draw for this. To give away 6 tins of beer. We've got 6 successful entries. And of course, if you don't win any of that tonight, they do have this discount code, Clash Castle, one word, for free shipping on all orders over £27.50. I done my order today, and putting Clash Castle in saved me £7. So, well, what's the crowd chant? Roman sucks, but no, I was trying to listen to that, but I'd love it if they went back to kind of what we were talking earlier about, like the Zach Gibson ones. It was like, if you hate Roman Reigns, stands up. But saying that, all the crowds, like most of those crowds are up. Oh, I just seen a Drew McIntyre Tartan Army banner or sign. But Barmy, I would like to do these more often. Obviously, get more people involved. But I feel it only works if we're doing it live. So, and yeah, I'm not going to stay up to 1 a.m. to watch AEW on Fight TV. But like, I think the only other times we end up with a live pay-per-view, like in the UK time, is normally when they end up in like Saudi Arabia doing like Crown Jewel or greatest pay-per-view ever. So they're the times that we can normally catch them at a time where it'd be worth streaming. But I think that was Noam Dar. Like they were doing, what was it? It was something to do with the God. There was a group to do with like the Pinky. I feel like I was about saying the Pinky Brigade, but it's not that. There was him, Shah Samuels, all had a gimmick to do with the Pinkies. But Noam Dar. And when I think they released a lot of people from NXT UK, he was not amongst it. Karrion Kross. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to think what other like Scottish wrestlers. Like, you have Dewdrop and Nikki Ash. Well, I feel like they need to get repackaged. They need to just become people. They don't need, like, whether it be Piper Niven and Nikki Cross. Like, just kind of, I don't know, because they're over on NXT. Like, they're challenging whoever their current tag team champions are at Worlds Collide. So McIntyre just fell in his arse. Please don't. Oh, imagine if you got counted out by slipping on your arse by accident. Oh. So yeah. Then you've seen Glasgow Beer Works. This is an Aldi beer I found. It's not bad actually. A decent West Coast IPA. Yes, I saw those mini title belt bottle openers. I managed to resist buying one. Pinky Party. There we go. Noam Dar, Jack Jester Sam, Shaw Samuels, and Grado. Gallus have jumped across from NXT UK to NXT 2.0 to face their current tag team champions to combine the tag titles. So yes, I believe Gallus did show up on NXT in the last couple of weeks and attack their current tag champions. To be honest, Roman Reigns can do it. Like, has earned some time off. I feel like, okay, sure, he's not on every Raw and SmackDown, but he's been carrying the company on his shoulders for well over a year with these titles. Like, give the dude a break. Drew's really milking this injury. That better not be saying, right, I was good, but I was injured. That's why I couldn't win. Like, this better be something that he could overcome. I'm getting invested in this. Oh, big clothesline. So it's big jumping clotheslines he does. Yeah, that's Michael Guthrie confirming it. I do quite like these Roman Reigns like mid-match promos he does when he talks down to his opponents. I feel like that was something that they really leaned heavily into in the Thunderdome era, where it was just screens and there was no crowd sounds other than the ones they piped in. But you heard the wrestlers were able to kind of talk trash during the matches. Oh. I know, it is like we're all probably getting our hopes up, but it will just be Roman Reigns to retain. But I feel like what could beat him? Nothing could beat him at this point. Like, he's out of his comfort zone. Like, in the sense, like, think of his character. He's not got his cousins. He's not got his manager. He's not got Sami Zayn, I don't think. And now he's going against Drew McIntyre in his home, the islands. So it's not quite Scotland. They're not fighting in Ayr Community Hall. They're down here in Cardiff. I kind of miss. I'm right in saying that Pat McAfee isn't here. Pat McAfee is a great addition to the SmackDown commentary team. So, come on. There we go. Get some fresh chops out for the champ. God mode. Roman Reigns is in God mode, I guess. But he's just kind of like this ultimate main eventer. There's not really that much talent that could kind of get up to his level. Like, getting Brock Lesnar to go against him at SummerSlam was probably as close as you can get to, right, this guy's definitely in trouble. But come on. This is going to be the hardest one to talk over because I'm just kind of like watching it now going, come on. This is the one we're invested in. We're Scottish. He's Scottish. Let's just fucking beat this Samoan once and for all. They're just struggling to suplex each other because they're just big meaty men. Just get it done. Yeah, Pat's great. He's this wild card on commentary. Like, I've seen things where he's complaining that was like, your commentary was a bit spotty that night. It's like, oh, I was on mushrooms and the effects lasted longer than I expected. Wait, mid-match promo? Claymore this guy right now. Oh, yes. They acknowledge me statement. It's a great, easy way to get a lot of heat, but Claymore to the face. Oh, the Glasgow kiss. Is it? I know it's good, but the safest way to do it is put your hand out to. It's good, but I like that. I guess it's done that quickly. You can't really see it, but you always feel like, right, I'm headbutting my hand into your head. Okay, we're all worried about concussions, I guess. So it's probably the safest thing to do. But it's done. It just kind of looks like he just spammed him really aggressively. Here's your mini belts, bottle openers, the little bar blades. I've got something similar from Belfield Brewery somewhere on my desk. My desk's a state. I'm not going to look for it. Oh, it's like pantomime now with the boos and the ahs when I'm throwing their haymaker punches. So if you haven't done this already and you're watching the video, please like the video. I believe that increases the chances of this being highlighted to other people that subscribe to the channel. I know this will be good. I'd like this to be good for people on catch up. I'll put chapters in where you can get like if people only want to watch my reactions to the Roman Reigns. The guy in the crowd, sure enough, just dropped his phone. That was brilliant. I saw it, pal. Don't worry. Hey, the kip up. So let's get my cursor back over here. At £2.50, you cannot get one. I know I didn't, but I might shop there again. You know me, I like a wee sale when another promo code goes on. I'll probably cave, get a couple of those Triple H, triple Dunkel Belgian beers, and a bottle opener for to open someone else's beer because they only sell cans. They're going for a big suplex off the top rope. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I overreacted. Man, it's pouring down outside. Come on. So you think we've got another 50 minutes of this? Oh, he's hot. What? Drew. So, I mean, let's see. Let's be realistic. Let's say there's 40 minutes of wrestling left. That takes us to 10 to 10. And, oh, nice throw. That leaves you with 10 minutes of the winner getting to gloat. Or if it finishes sooner than that, then it's got time to gloat and then time for someone to interfere. Whether it be Austin Theory or Karrion Kross. Like Kross is sat in the front row. Quite easily for him to just jump over, interfere afterwards. So this is probably the second time that I've done one of these wrestling watch-along commentaries. I did a WrestleMania, a 5-hour one with Andy Walker a good few years ago for Films and Swearing. And yeah, that was 5 hours. That was pre-show, kickoff, and the full show. And by the end of it, I got violently sick. And I was like food poisoning. I felt like I ate a bad baked potato. So, man, I wonder, can you hear the rain coming through my microphone? It seems really loud out there, but it's fine. Nobody cares. So yeah, I got violently ill and put off baked potatoes for a good while after doing that audio commentary. So hopefully I don't get ill tonight. Okay, Drew wins in theory to cash in. Well, that's what I'm going to do, right? Let's say it here. You could put Drew down as 1, and if Theory comes in and cashes in, if you predict that now, I will count that as another draw into, well, the prize draw. So, yes, we have done a good fair few WrestleMania viewing parties. I think the last one, it was me, you, and Andy watching WrestleMania, and it was the year that we had Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles having their pay-per-view match, and it was just not as good as it should have been. Anyone else remember at the end of an old pay-per-view, they would go over all the matches and winners to fill the 3-hour time? That was the highlight package at the end of a WrestleMania. It was great. It just kind of encapsulated like all the great stuff you got to witness over the last few hours. Well, it's like something daft, like Snoop Dogg walking to the ring with a bunch of divas, or Jericho getting hooked by Mickey Rourke. It was like those were just like chef's kiss. I love those. And I remember AEW done that for their first couple of shows, maybe even before Dynamite had launched, when it was like All Out or Double or Nothing. They did do that, but they haven't kept it up. I'm just wait. Okay, I thought we were going to get a big Claymore kick, but to kick out. Yes, okay, that's fine. We could continue talking. Yes, Magic Mike Christie was at the WrestleMania, was in Florida the year that Taker, well, said he retired, and then came back, but he like left his hat and his boots in the ring. There's a dog barking outside. Not my dog. So yeah, well, that's it. Thanks, dude. I remember hearing that you listened along with the Mania. You did, and I watched Mania live, and then rewatched it a few days later with the films and swearing commentary. That was very good of you, and because it's no small feat. I mean, if you want to do these things, like I'm now committing to rewatch a 4-hour pay-per-view, but it just comes down to whether how much you enjoy listening to certain people. Like if you could listen to me sit in Yabberpish for close to 4 hours. Like, I spent so much time today thinking, man, I'm mildly stressed out about doing this live stream. And almost considered, oh, Drew McIntyre is coming back. Oh, it's a spear for Roman Reigns. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Thank you. I almost considered pinging Andy a message saying, I know you don't really watch wrestling anymore, but you want to come online with me for 4 hours and talk about a match? So, yeah, the Punk Cena was at a Money in the Bank match that we watched on like a Monday morning. It was an epic watch, like literally screaming at the TV. Like that's always a thing I feel like we're missing for wrestling. Like you see how people react, like let's say the Old Firm game. Like people are screaming at their televisions. Like Margaret's aunt would scream and swear at the television when like a referee mucks up or someone misses a goal. Oh man, my internet connections like went back on dial-up. I don't want to watch this in 56k. Okay, it's better now. But yeah, just like one of these moments here where like Roman Reigns kicks out too, and they stand up and go, oh yeah, and flip the laptop and then sit back down and get really invested. And again, I feel that's like a football thing where people just lose their shit like and shouting at referees, or there's a goal that's missed and the people just absolute fucking lose it. And then with wrestling, I don't know, we're just more reserved. Unless you're there in the crowd, then you can lose your shit. And I love it. I love going to live wrestling shows and just kind of getting to lose my shits. Like, it usually takes a couple of beers before I start getting invested, like the rest of the crowd and start shouting at people. They're trying to choke McIntyre with a guillotine choke, but they're just throwing him into the corner. Oh, that is one of these things I'm trying to like get my kids into wrestling. Doesn't quite work, but my son has just been awfully nice to me and just playing along with it. I'm not sure if there's any I don't think, did we buy an inflatable hammer? I think we bought an inflatable sword at the last indie show that I took my kids to. Well, a W3L. Was it Worldwide Wrestling League? Which just goes as far as Scotland, really. But yeah, they do like to sell quite a lot of inflatable hammers. Drew's counting down for the Claymore. Oh, another spear. Come on. Stop it already. Oh, kick out. Good. Now, this is me getting like anxious, losing my shits. Here in my living room in Fife. Imagine all the Scottish people in Cardiff right now. Absolute sweating buckets. Just freaking out. It's weird my parents didn't like wrestling, but I loved it. But my two kids leave the room when I put it on. It's true. I mean, if somebody walks in, we're just like three men sitting watching men wrestling in tights or their underwear. But man, even though my parents weren't into wrestling, they would put it on for me. I remember vivid memories of watching, I think, a King of the Ring pay-per-view on Sky Sports when I was a kid. And they were just channel hopping and it was on and I was invested. So they taped it for me. And then one of my birthdays, I was given like a Hulk Hogan compilation tape. It was like the Hulk Hogan, it was like a blue case with him tearing his shirt and the embossed Hogan. So he kind of stood out on the cover. So yeah, it was kind of from there. And then when the 2000s Attitude Era kicked off, I got back into it then, fell out of it after a couple of years. Then Eddie Guerrero died, and then I was back in wrestling, and I've never kind of came out of it. Oh, yeah, the referee's out. No. This is where... Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go, folks. This is it. The thing is, he's had several attempts at cash-ins. They've all been unsuccessful. He's very excited running about. Oh! Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. Austin looks like he's got brain damage. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, that boy was so close. Oh, that was beautiful. Wait. Oh, you buggers. Oh, a kick out. Jesus Christ. Guthrie, if he pins before I find out, don't you put in the comments. I need to find this out myself. Oh. It looks like Tyson Fury punched him in the back of his shoulder, but it was a beautiful moment. Oh, man. Imagine being in this crowd. Too. Come on. I'm still stuck in on the replays that are just lying dead on the mat. Come on. Oh, come on. Send it Brock Lesnar with his tractor. Now, when I was talking about like how my history with wrestling, I would love to go back and rewatch a lot of the old pay-per-views, but it's to the point there's just no time. like with my love of like AEW and getting back into WWE, and then I want to watch loads of New Japan, but there just is never the time. Like the G1 Classic or the Battle of the Super Juniors. I've not got time to sit and watch fucking 23-hour like not pay-per-views, but live events. Oh, they're slugging away each other. Come on. Yeah, I don't know when was the last time. The only time I could really remember someone having like a 60-minute match would have been those Daniel Bryan Hangman Page matches. Glasgow Kiss, Superman Punch, misses. Drew with a spear. That's not going to work. Okay, never pinned him. Right. 3, 2, 1. Claymore connects. Come on. 1, 2. Oh, the referee's gone. Wait. Who's that? Wait. Oh, is that? Another Uso? I thought it was like Hikaleu for a second. Don't just introduce a third cousin. Oh, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. He's got to ruin Superman. Oh, spear. You kick out. Kick out. 1, 2. Fuck. We knew it was going to happen, eh? What a terrible time to introduce. That hurts. You both said it to me, not to get my hype, not get involved. Don't buy into the hype. I did, but fuck. You know, it's a total kick in the dick, but I feel it's just because we're Scottish and we're emotionally invested. That dude with a beard in the front row reaction was perfect. The youngest brother. Yes, probably the perfect time to introduce him, but still, what a good way to just fuck us right off. Jesus. Yep, mate, I feel your pain. Dude, holding your head in your hands. So, we're coming up for, I guess, I don't know. As maybe Theory could miraculously recover and attempt to steal it. Tell you the only thing that could. Oh, big old Fury! What are you doing in here? I hope this doesn't lead into a celebrity gimmick match. You don't want Extreme Rules with Tyson Fury and Roman Reigns, do we? Well, the Superman Punch versus Fury's Fists. Which way? Is that a cardboard cutout of Idris Elba? Right, Fury, we know you knocked out Braun Strowman. Oh, the Gypsy King. Shaking hands. Man. And that's it. We said this could have been on to 10 o'clock, so we're just shy of like 35 minutes. So it's not. Is that dude filming his feet? There's a guy in the crowd just holding his phone awfully low. Oh. Disgusting. But that's wrestling, isn't it, guys? Lots of highs, lots of lows. Oh. I can't argue one of the greatest champions of WWE history, but man, you gotta feel like there's more. There's got to be something else that happens, but Reigns answers. God damn bloodline! They're gonna have to print some new T-shirts and get this wee blonde boy on them. Listen to the cunts saying AEW. Wait, is Tyson Fury going to hit Drew? No, I was going to say they can't do that. If Drew had won, it would have been a great promotion for the next UK pay-per-view. Definitely. I would totally 100% agree with that. But, alright, AEW guy, calm down. Just enjoy wrestling. Oh, you promo from Tyson. Ah, a good wee hype up. I'm just cautious that he's going to double cross him. Come on. Chin up. Don't punch him. Uh-oh. Wait, this is going to end on karaoke. Oh, this is what happens, isn't it? This is what Tyson Fury does. He serenades his crowds at the end of his boxing matches, isn't he? Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I guess maybe there's like, let's not have the crowd riot. Let's get a wee bit karaoke going. Jesus Christ, Tyson. It is like a drunk uncle at a party. There's a fight's happened, and now I'm here to soothe the souls and sing a wee tune. Look, the front row's feeling it. Drew doesn't know what to think. Claymore him, Drew. This should have been like the pay-per-view ended and then they got to do all this stuff and act silly off camera. Oh, was that guy had a Chris Benoit t-shirt on? Oh, I kind of wish I got to see what it said, but that would look like a controversial Chris Benoit t-shirt. She's like, oh, this is fucking shite. Right, sorry, I'm trying to get her names across the win. Oh, is this gotten cringeworthy now? And not Sweet Caroline. That's what they played before AW Dynamite on ITV4. Is it strange that our UK pay-per-view is now ended on like a karaoke session? Right, I know I'm not talking. I'm just typing our names into the wheel for, let's see, no hasta. Right. Oh, wait, look, they're doing the highlight package. They've got some people editing this shit. Oh, what if they did start singing the Proclaimers? They did announce it earlier on, I think just before the main events. But yeah, that's a good attendance number. I'm quite hyped that they're doing this little promo at the end. Well, not promo, highlight reel at the end. Once this is finished, I'll drag across my shiny wheel of names. Ah, shit, I've just lost it. Let's see. Get away for that. Okay. Bring that. We double click. And let's get that full screen. Okay. So, yeah, we got sort of 6 entries. Stu McPherson has got a few. Michael and Darren and David. So, I'll wait till we get to the end of this little promo video package. I'm at the stage where it's Riddle and Seth Rollins. Oh, that top rope. That looked like a nasty curb stop. Now, will the karaoke session be included in this highlight reel at the end? It was good, but obviously it's not the result we kind of wanted. Because, yeah, I mean, you kind of want the homeboy to win, don't you? But that is it. WWE Clash at the Castle. Oh, man, what if they did run rig? Just like at the end of weddings, and then just there's all these people sitting, throwing Drew up into the air. Oh. So we can now just shut the laptop. Pay-per-view is done. Get these headphones out. Put these. Do I need these headphones on? Not really. There's no one else in here talking to me. So let's do the draw for the 6 beers from the fine folks at Top Rope Brewing. I hope they've had a chance to come and visit us during this live stream. So, let's get the chat. Is everyone ready for me to do the draw? Let's go for it. Let's get this finished, guys. 3, 2, 1. One of you lucky guys have spent evening with me, and you're now getting a box 6 tins of beer, and it's Stu McPherson. Stu McPherson and the Liv Morgan win. Congratulations, Stu. I will send you a message for the contact information, and we'll pass it on to Top Rope Brewing, and you will get 6 beers sent to you. So congratulations. This is awesome. You've saved yourself like 30, 35 quid. And yeah, when you receive these beers, send us a picture. We'll put it on our social media. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, it'd be funny if there was one. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been fun. I've enjoyed this. Drinking beer, watching wrestling, and talking with you all. Take it easy. I've been your host, Stu. This might be the first. Yeah, this is the first, but it might not be the last. Take it easy. Peace. Hand gestures. Good night. Click end broadcast. He has. Good night, lads.